afternoon, beautiful patrons. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful day, guys. You all know where you were 1 year ago. Remember, I was in Italy, by the way. We were there for another epic Trump rally. Just a few minutes in, guys, the chats started rolling. Suspicious guy in the crowd. Shots fired, eventually. And Trump on stage, blood on the face, and we were just a minute or two behind, because we always do, when does he come live? When does the music stop? When does he start speaking to the audience, right? Going through the crumbs. Then a few minutes later, guys, the actual event happened. And so, man, we love Trump. Thank you so much for taking all these links and arrows. We love you. This show is dedicated to you, like every show is. But again, what an incredible man. What how do you say that? What a guide, right? Or what an example, right? For us to have faith in what we do and stand with it, right? Like a man with faith is something, that can move mountains, like Jesus was saying, guys. So again, on this beautiful Sunday, let's dedicate this show to this incredible patriot, the best president we ever had. And let's start the show, guys, because you are all here because you know the storm is upon us. Let everybody know we're live, guys.
Fellow Christian warriors, set yourselves apart from this corrupt generation. Be saints. That is the freedom that I wish for you. Freedom from sin. Freedom from our weaknesses. Freedom from the slavery that sin makes out of all of us. That is the freedom that is worth dying for. Kind of reminds me of the words that Mel Gibson first intoned in his Academy Award-winning film Braveheart, when he said to his ragtag army, and I say to you tonight, I see before me a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. You've come to fight as free men, and free men you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight? No! Yep, fight, you may die. Run and you'll live. For at least a while. Dying in your beds many years from now, would you have been willing to trade all the years from this day to that for one chance? Just one chance to come back here and tell our enemies that you can take our lives, that you can never take our freedom. Every man dies. Not every man truly lives. You, we must fight for that authentic freedom and live, my friend. By God, we must live. And with the Holy Spirit as your shield and Christ as your sword, may you join Saint Michael and all the angels in defending God and sending Lucifer and his henchmen straight right back to hell where they belong. Storm is upon us. But not without Jesus, our rudder. And in the words of Reagan, evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. God bless you.
And God bless you, beautiful patrons. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful day of the Lord. And thank God that Trump is alive and POTUS, guys. The President of the United States. Let's play Hold the Line, guys. And let me shout each and every one out because you know that I love you, right?
We're going to hold the line.
Baby, there we go. The new day will come. April Dawn Crew 17, we love you. Wait a minute, I gotta roll this one down just there, guys. Else Lance is gonna go nuts.
I will be a president for disease,
Okay,
joblessness,
guys.
and hopelessness, anger,
How are your ears?
resentment, and hatred, extremism,
Yo, Saska Bush,
lawlessness,
Dima, great to see you. Duke
violence,
M, Deep
bitterness,
Frustrated,
and fury.
Natasha, Rick Q,
no progress,
that dude,
no
Susie
nation.
6038,
only a state of
Angel
chaos.
Magic, we love you.
Don't piss down
Lady
my
Gaga
back and
5,
tell me it's raining.
Grateful
We gonna
Dave,
hold.
Bonsai, Jenna Franklin,
We gonna
Diane to
hold.
know, Ted Phyllis, Pretty Boy Uniform,
We gonna
Unicorn,
hold.
Eddie Lane, man, the chat is rolling. Colin
We gonna
Kager,
hold. We gonna hold.
we
We
gonna
gonna
hold the line.
hold the line.
One time. SR, great to see you on Build. Ted Phyllis, more for you to see. Right Wing Chungus. Ancient Sarah. Mary Carno. Love it, sister. Real Miltad. Sheila D. White House Grandpa. We love you. Cool, we've got a full house. Jordy M, our beautiful Dutch favorite. Sammy J, we love you,
We
sister.
gonna hold the line.
Scott Walfiord, always great to see you, my friend. Bop it up. Crazy dancing shoes, guys, it's gonna be hot, hot, hot. Donald Trump, we love you. Shout dedicated. Trump, love it. Follow us. 77. Janine. Dixie Honeybee. Robert Simpson, we love you. New News Headquarters. These angels are sounding their horns. Cause the apocalypse is nigh. The shadow from millennium unfolding right in front of our eyes. Man, we're blessed to be alive and to be witnesses of this epic transition to greatness. United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay. Immediate boarding at KD. We knew this day would come, guys. Grab your popcorn. Butter it up. Here we go. Elias Q, we love you. MMG 123, Highlander. You're super rude. Miss Penny Black. The angels are sounding their horns. The apocalypse is nigh. One shadow from millennium unfolding right in front of our eyes, man. We're blessed to be alive and to be witnesses of this epic transition to greatness. Big shout out to Donald J. Trump, Dan Scavino, Elon Musk, Kendall Flynn, Cash Patel, Pam Harvey, Doug Grassley, the Let's Talk Time. We love you guys.
We love you. We will be back in
The
some
Coco
form.
Bass,
Too many of us think it is impossible.
John MC,
Too many think it is unreal.
but that's
But that is a dangerous,
defeatist belief.
defeatist belief. It leads to the conclusion
That we are
that we are
gripped
gripped by
we
forces
cannot control.
we cannot control.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,
prepare for the
Storm
Storm
Magma.
Magma. Okay, guys, we have arrived. Let's wait until the Where We Go One We Go All is full on screen. And let's, oops, a little too late, guys. Let me wait, because you guys are absolute proof of this. There it is. Where We Go One We Go All worldwide. And shout out to iDrop Media for creating these epic videos. This is getting us demonetized on YouTube. But again, I love the energy of this song. Don't you guys, right? So, and by the way, guys, we got beautiful Miss Penny Black with us. Real White House Grandpa's with us. Busy Honeybee, Sheila D. April Donq 17. LK Patton, we love you, sister. And again, guys, let's introduce the two guys whom which these shows are not possible. All the way from the Pacific Coast, the man that never sleeps and that is born ready. The man in the mirror and the man in between, Mr. Lance, on his epic quest. How you doing, my friend?
Well, happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome back. It's been 10 days since the last show, so
Sorry, guys.
good timing, Grass. I know look, we've all had, most of us have had a baby, and we understand that those first couple months are hard, right? So we love you, bro. That's why, I had to call and check up on you, right? Just to make sure you're okay. But everybody, it is great to see you in the chat. There's been so much going on just in these last 10 days that, I'm just sitting back laughing my butt off, really, right? Like
Yeah.
it is so hilarious to see. Honestly, just everything, like all three movies are playing at once. You can't even,
Absolutely.
it's over here and over here and over here. And like, yeah, just everything's all going on at once and it's about to speed up. I mean, Trump just told us that, 2020 was rigged and they tried to rig the 2024
Woo!
election and Pam is on
Uh-huh.
it. Right. So like
Yep.
there is stuff coming down the pipeline that is
Uh-huh.
huge. I
You
mean, the
know,
tweet
but
yesterday, right? What or
yes.
the truth yesterday, man.
Yeah.
Like,
So wait, just
whew,
I have to mention something because you said something really interesting. Because for Trump to re-emphasize this, think about what Q was saying. Everything stated by POTUS will be made public, right? Q was saying, did POTUS ever made a statement? Did not end up proven correct or factually true, right? And then Q is saying everything stated by POTUS, by Donald J. Trump, will be made public. So when Trump is doing this again, right? And like Lance was saying, that the truth of yesterday, man, whoo, what a we're going to get into this, guys. But again, Lance, please continue. I just had to fill that one in. Please continue, my friend.
my jaw kind of dropped, right? When
Uh-huh.
like people were kind of pointing out, like, oh look, and I'm like, no, did you not notice he just said that the deep state created Epstein? Like, what the
He
what is
just
going
said
on
it.
right now?
He just said it.
Oh
Uh-huh.
man. It is yeah, like I said though, it is great to be back. It's great to we'll see what we get in today. We'll see what kind of comms we get, right?
Mhm.
Cuz like I said, it has been moving so fast, so much goods happening that it's
Mhm.
kind of hard to keep up. I think we just had the first surplus in ever, right? And
Yeah.
no one will report on that,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Operation Mockingbird.
I even seen a post where someone said if he's working for billionaires, well, this one's lost this much and this much and this much and this much, right?
Mhm.
And for them, they're thinking that way, but of course, we think a little differently when they start getting rid of their money, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
There's a reason behind it for sure. So
Absolutely.
yeah, no coincidence. You get Epstein in the news, and all of a sudden they're ditching billions of dollars. So
Uh-huh.
put two and two together if you want, but but he's like,
Be the
yeah,
artist we know you are.
if Trump is making the billionaires rich, well, the billionaires are all losing money. So
Mhm.
he
Did
basically he said like the left should be cheering Trump right now because the billionaires are losing exactly what they wanted.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
TDS is real, right? Like they don't.
Mhm. Well,
You got the
everything that
left
Trump is
literally
doing is
saying
for the
that
American
they're.
people,
I
right?
mean,
Everything that Trump, yeah.
you got the left literally saying like like saying that they got slaves in the field, right? Like
Yeah.
you can't they say they got children working in the fields and trying
Oh yeah.
to pass it off as something else, right? Like it's amazing the reveal that is going on
Mhm.
right now about child trafficking
Oh yeah.
that it's not like it's right in your face. And now you got the left
Mhm.
screaming about child trafficking. So
Yeah.
we are right on path because we all know that the one thing that unifies us is the children.
Mm.
So it's getting there, right? Like
Mhm.
it's it's moving so
Mhm.
fast and I freaking love it. August is right around the corner and that's
Ooh.
it's known to be a hot month.
Yes. Morning sun brings heat.
So I love you guys. It is great to be back and yeah, let's see where this show goes.
Okay, guys, Lance is with us. Thank you for always hosting the OBS. Guys, thank you all so much for joining us in this short notice because I knew that I wanted to go live, but I had to convince Miss Grasshopper, guys, and it took me longer than I expected. So I really wanted to put a tweet out yesterday, but I've got some convincing to do. So I did my thing this morning, like talking, and working and working. I said, like, give me 1.5 hours. That's all I need, just to celebrate Trump, and to stand with this man, to honor him this special day 1 year ago where he took a bullet, right? Like these are not just words, man. This is not just a few years, 16 years of Trump's life that he's giving to you, to America, right? Because America gave him so much. He actually almost paid the ultimate price, guys. And again, man, this is heavy. It's I still remember the day. I remember that Miss Grasshopper, I was in Italy. I was about to celebrate my birthday 2 days later, right? My birthday is on the 16th. But hey, Trump had a rally. I said, you know what? Let's flip open the laptop. Let's go live. We did. And then, the moment happened, right? And again, you guys in the chat are awesome because you already told us, right? I think we also had some patrons that we know on the scene. One of which I think I retweeted underneath this tweet over here. But we're going to introduce our friend, guys. So let me just look over here. Let me see. Maybe I put it over here. Did I?
Yeah,
Or
we
didn't
had to
I?
wait for it to happen, right? Craziest,
I had
craziest
it
day
somewhere
ever.
here. But let me see if I can find it later on. Yeah, guys. So let me give a few shout outs and let's Durfman warm his voice like we know he does. Let me give a shout out to Morocco M13, brother. Great to see you. To Saska Bujima. To Mac. Great to see you. Trina Jones. I saw Dragonfly 17. Luma Waya. Wow. Lumaiwa. Great to see you, sister. Penny Joe Bergman. Kenny Stacy, great to see you, sister. Tija, sister, we love you. And again, guys, let me see. I saw some. Yes.
This is gonna be like the first year where you're not on vacation for your birthday, huh?
Nay, you're not. Yes, true. No, I've got to really, man, like this week, like Durf, warm your voice.
Usually you're
Like
somewhere.
this, like I was working hard with the renovation, right? The baby got born. And I don't know where I get the strength, but I'm working even harder, right? Like it's ridiculous. I really want to have this apartment ready. So I'm starting early. I'm sleeping 1 hour maximum a day. And then it's off to the feeding cyclist, right? So and then I really I really didn't calculate that in my, I think, oh, it's eating every 3 hours, but then it's like, okay, you got to feed it. You're going to breastfeed it first, then you're going to give, the other milk, to make sure the baby eats enough. But when the baby gets all that in, you're already like 2 hours in that 3 hour window. Then, you got to burp it, you got to lay it down, or you got to check the diapers and stuff. You lay it down, and then the baby is already kind of crying with the hand in the mouth, signaling, I want to have food. And I'm like, like, man, and the baby is not getting fed. The baby is growing. So all that energy is going into growing. Man, and everybody that is, all the experts that are coming along our apartment, we got some incredible people we're working with, are all saying this is a long baby. Like the length, right? It's growing so quick. And it already has these, when you sit in the sun, and your skin is peeling off, the baby is growing this quick that it's having these little skin things. So again, I'm really proud of our beautiful Lux baby. We call her Lux because Lux is light, right? It's a beautiful, beautiful child. But again, guys, let's introduce the man that you all know as Mr. Butterboy. The man that knows without being told, Mr. 45, believe it or not, heartbeats a minute. The cherry on top, Mr. RQ Durf, man. How you doing, my friend?
I
Are you?
was muted.
Thought
I
so.
am doing great, and couldn't be happier to be back with you, with Lance, and with this booming chat that we have
Booking
everywhere. Actually, both Rumble and YouTube are rolling, and even I can see, we see RNH. He's hanging out both on YouTube and in Pilled. So
I think also on Pills and on Rumble, right?
he does pop into Rumble.
Yeah.
Although, you know what?
Awesome.
If I didn't see you in Rumble, well, sorry about that. So yes, it's great to see the whole chat worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Firstborn Unicorn and Miss Penny Black covering the UK. We've got Elias Q covering Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
And who else do we have overseas? I know we have Jenny A covering the
Uh-huh.
other side of Canada. So always nice to see other Canuckian patriots in the chat. And yeah, guys, it's been 10 days of darkness, Grass.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, our last show was on July 3rd, if
All right.
our calculations were correct. So yeah, it's good. It's good to be back. It's good to hear your voice again too, Hopper,
Mhm.
as people in the chat are acknowledging. And yeah, we've had quite the year, right?
Absolutely.
But we've also had quite the crumbs in the last week or so. So
Amen.
there is plenty for us to look through, and we also have that Lara Trump interview, which
Hmm.
if we have
How
time, we'll
long
get
is it?
to it.
How long is it?
That's a good question. I believe it might be 30 minutes,
Okay, that's good.
but yeah, I need to double check that. So I'll let you get into um
Mm-hmm.
yeah, into the crumbs, and I'm gonna make sure to look up the best commercial-free interview that I can find.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm running on how do you say that? I'm running on Brave, so I don't really have that problem with the commercials. It's a pretty good ad blocker. Um, I gotta sneeze, guys, because there's so much dust. There was just one final part of the living room that I had to um, sand down because we got some old wooden floors, beautiful, beautiful floors. But again, it was pretty stained and cracks and all these things in it. So I had to polish it out. But yeah, guys, that part is not finished. So I gotta glaze it tomorrow, 2-3 layers. Then I'm gonna put some some layer on it so we can work on the ceiling. And then hopefully, guys, within 2-3 weeks, I hope the thing is done. I can finally come home, kick off my shoes, sit on the couch, and just have a normal day with little Grasshopper, beautiful Miss Grasshopper, who's taking excellent care of little Grass. And guys, what a beautiful baby, guys. But what an energy, guys. Shout out to all the parents out there, man. Man, what a work. Yeah. Miss Grasshopper really had a intensive labor, right, with the baby laying wrong side up. So she's got a lot of, she has to sleep a lot, and we got to take care of her. So I made the decision to do the night shifts with little Grass, right? So she can sleep. We take the milk from her and put it, in a cool container. So when the baby wakes up, we first give that. Then I'm gonna look how much the baby is drinking, and then give some extra food if necessary, guys. But it's all organic, great stuff. I know what I'm giving my child, guys. So don't worry. But yeah, guys, we got so many crumbs, and man, did we miss you. I wanted to go live so many times, almost on the brink of going live, but I just could not get it done, guys. But today is such a beautiful day because this was the day when this thing happened, right? I wrote this little poem for our beloved Trump. I can't read it because I'm choking up, guys. But let's see. Do you guys want to go through the crumbs, or do you want to go through the interview first? And then maybe tomorrow or the day after, we're going to go through the crumbs. You tell me. I'm fine either way. Let me wait on the chat what you guys want to do. And while you do it, guys, while you are voting for So drop a 17 for the interview, and drop a 5x5 for the crumbs. So if you want to see all the decodes first, drop a 5x5, and if you want to see the interview first, drop a 70. While you're doing it, I'm going through this one because there are a few ones that we have to discuss, guys.
So,
But yes,
just to confirm, 17 for the interview and 5x5 for the crumbs first.
yes.
All right.
White House Grandpa. Okay,
Go for
guys. Yes. So, this one happened yesterday, right? So let me see how I can phrase this up. Remember what happened on the 9th, right? Trump was saying anybody but too late. What kind of sentence is this? It's almost like one word is missing, or it's like anybody, like with an exclamation mark and a question mark, right? Anybody, but too late, right? Something is missing here, right? In this sentence. Anybody but too late. Or anybody but what's his face? What is his face? Jerome Powell, right? Anybody but Jerome Powell, but now it's too late, right? Anybody would have done it, but Jerome Powell, too late, right? Something like that is missing here. It so happens to be, guys, the 9th of July, right? Coming together with that beautiful drop 6 years ago. 6 years ago, where the gold standard coming back, the question mark, right? Is the gold standard coming back? The anon is asking Q, do we have the gold? And Q is saying, yes, we do. Gold shall destroy the Federal Reserve, right? But the is gone. Another word that is gone. Gold shall destroy Fed, right? You can see that there's a word missing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was looking up how many characters does this have? Gold shall destroy Fed. Gold shall destroy Fed has 23 characters. Anybody but too late also has 23 characters. So how interesting that on the delta of gold shall destroy the Fed, Trump is dropping a sentence with the same character count as the Q drop, confirming that America is going back to the gold standard. Q is adding a CBSNews.com article. Trump Fed picked Jury Shelton, gold standard explained, right? So interesting, guys, that he's picking somebody that is an expert on the gold standard. So everything has been, Trump has been preparing everything way ahead of time. Meet your new Fed chairman, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Remember that one? So, okay, guys, so interesting, right? I really had to explain this one because this is a big one. So we're going kind of back in time. Let me see. Gold shall destroy the Fed. And there it is, guys. Yesterday, 3 days later, Fox News is having an article, and Trump is posting this at 22:54, where in the clip, it's saying, I'm encouraged by reports that Jerome Powell is considering resigning, right? So he's considering resigning, and Trump is posted this at 22:54. Drop 22:54 is saying, we are at the precipice, but the swamp is fighting back, but remain calm. We are here for a reason. Patriots are in control. And how are patriots in control? Trump was already preparing this, right? So when this is going to happen, we got the experts at the Federal Reserve making this smooth transition, right? Because we can clearly see that this is not working. It has never worked for the American people. It worked for the others, but not for you guys, right? And not for all the worldwide banks and all the nations worldwide who are enslaved by getting that money, right? So, yeah, so it's getting there, guys. I had to explain that one. Let me see. Let me just step quickly through a few of the tabs.
Well,
yes.
The crumbs one.
Oh shoot. Okay, so I can
Yeah.
take my time, huh?
Yeah. Let's do the
Okay.
crumbs.
All right. So I took little. Today is Sunday. Today the guys are not in the yeah.
Can I, before we go on,
Mhm.
Santa Fe Kate
All right.
did
Oh
drop a
wait, Miss
20
Penny
spot.
Black as well. Dude. Yeah. Okay. Do the shout out, Sturf.
So thank you so much, Santa Fe Kate, dropping a 5 spot. She also dropped 5 subscriptions.
Boom.
So we've got Fee Lin, we've got Raiden 3.0.
Woo! Raiden Legend.
Great to see you. Madits, Jody,
Uh-huh.
Robin 1247, and My Wally Dog.
Don't you just
Ooh.
love that name?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh. My Wally Dog.
So
It just flows from the tongue, right? I love that one. My Wally Dog.
So thank you, Santa Fe Kate, for that. And
Miss
yeah,
Penny.
we did have Miss Penny dropping 10 subscriptions this time.
Boom.
And let me see, do I have it?
I should go offline for 10 days more often, guy. No, I'm joking. No.
I don't see who.
No, I'm sorry, Miss Penny. So sorry.
But thank you, Miss Penny, for the 10 spot. Well, the 10 subscriptions. And
Absolutely, Miss Penny.
congrats to all who've joined the Red Castle Club.
Yes, guys. So Raiden is with us. Much love to everyone. Raiden, we love you, sister. A great add-on with us for a long, long time. As long as I can remember. She knows, the coupons out there, right? So Raiden, we love you. Jojo Gons, Richard Roar is with us. Gary Cameron is with us. Elias Q from Portugal, we love you. Spider Diaper, love that name. Stewie, 4554. Okay, guys. Okay, so we were here. So we're going kind of backwards in time, right? So a few days ago, like this is the truth that Lance was kind of hitting on, right? Saying that the Epstein list was made by these crooked people. But check this out, guys. Trump is making sure he's talking about Obama and Brennan, right? And the fake Hillary Clinton Christopher Steele dossier. Trump is dropping this at 5:21 p.m. and 5:21 is saying, do you trust the chain of command, right? This was confirmed by the DOJ posting a video a few days later, right? With a Q cop in there called the chain of command. But Q is saying here, you are being provided. You were chosen for a reason, and you are being provided the highest level of intel to ever be dropped publicly in the history of the world. Use that to protect and comfort those around you. Where we go one, we go all, because COVID still needed to happen. And the steal of 2020 still needed to happen. This is back in 2018, right? They already knew what was coming up. That's why they were saying, scare necessary event. Not everything will be clean. We are at war because we're fighting for life and we are fighting for good. Have faith, we are in control. Patriots. But again, you guys were chosen for a reason and getting the highest level of intel to ever be dropped publicly in the history of the world, guys. So, and what do the Q drops tell us? They're talking about FISA, right? So let me see what Trump is saying here. He talks about Obama. He talks about Brennan. He talks about the Christopher Steele dossier. Now we're talking FISA, right? All right. So now we are looking at this minutes and seconds, 21:29. There it is, guys. D-class of FISA will initiate. D-class of FISA will initiate the awareness. D-class of FISA will factually demonstrate without argument that the U.S. government under Hussein, there's Obama, knowingly presented false evidence, the fake Clinton Christopher Steele dossier, right? And here you got Brennan as well, Hussein again, and saying FISA in full, the D-class of FISA will bring down the House, not any House, the White House, right? The former Obama, Biden White House, right? So, yeah, guys, epic that that Trump was doing this. Yeah.
I like also where it says 2016 election of the presidency,
Yeah.
not Russia,
Mm-hmm.
but Hussein slash HRC.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
in what he's written, he's got the files by Obama, crooked Hillary.
Yeah.
So you've got them in
Beautiful.
succession
Yeah.
in the drop and in the post.
Well done. Well
And,
done.
you know, I also looked at 1271. 1271 mentions note 187,
Ooh. Yeah.
talking about Epstein, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And guys, what he's saying all over a guy who never dies. What does
right.
that mean? Right?
Yeah, so
What does
many
that mean?
people said
All
that
over a
one,
guy
like,
that never
what?
dies. What? Like, he just said it out loud, guys. You know? I always thought, yeah, I'd never wanted to make a point of it because what do I know? Oh, he's protected custody, or, you know, he didn't kill himself. But now we got Trump saying all over a guy who never dies or never died. Is this a misspelling?
Mm.
Let me see. Wait a minute. Let's go back. Let me see. Which letter is the S? Let me see. Let me go back. Let me just do a little live decoding, guys.
I mean, the fact that he said that Obama, Clinton, and Biden created the Epstein list is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Say
Right.
what?
Say what? Okay, guys. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. This was. Let me go down, 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 down. 423, guys. I'm in the
Oh,
wrong
yeah, you're
one.
in April.
Yes, I'm in April. Let's go down to the 12th.
The 12th, 17. Oh, you passed it.
There it is. Never died. Let me see. Where is it? Over a guy that never died. There it is. Whoop. Copy. Let me see, guys. What if this is one of those misspellings, right? On purpose, you know? Okay. Yes.
I will also note towards the bottom, it says 1 year ago, our country was dead in capital letters.
Yes.
So he's talking dead. He's talking the guy who never dies.
Okay, so died over a guy that never died or dies.
So that would be the
31st letter that he's misspelling. 331. Let me see. Slip-ups. High Priestess cult. Okay.
Ooh, hello, Maxwell.
Oh, died. 61 words. He's misspelling the 61st. Let me see. 61. Let me just
Right,
check
that was
it out,
Follow the
guys.
Wives, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Maxwell, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe all these wives.
Okay.
Are their
And there's
own
a,
high
there's a
priestess
space in
cult.
there, guys. There's a double space.
Yep.
See that?
Sure is.
Wait a minute. So we got 61 words and 60 spaces. Wait a minute. 61.
And she's singing like a bird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. So expect outrage periodically.
Yeah.
Federal orders. Okay. Media blackouts.
Infiltrated.
Please refer back and collect my crumbs. Okay. Let me see. What do we have?
Hey, that does go with what he said at the beginning, right? Hey, my boys and gals. We're not divided. And look what that says. Expect outrage periodically, which of course is what you're getting right now.
And there it is, guys. You can count the people who have the full picture on two hands. Of those, less than 10 people have the complete picture, right? Outside of potential operators who have been dialed in with orders specific to his or her mission, nobody else has this information. Operators never divulge. And like Q is saying, it's up to POTUS when he wants to make things public, right? It's his call. So I like it, man. But again, how beautiful. The Trump is talking about the files. You know, the Christopher Steele on a timestamp that it talks about them dropping the highest level of intel to ever be dropped publicly in the history of the world, while his minutes and seconds are zooming in on FISA, guys. Okay.
Hey, go back to the minutes and seconds right quick.
Yes.
Another thing I noticed towards the bottom, use of back channel.
Mm-hmm.
Body 1, 2, and 5. That's 521 mirrored.
Okay. I got it, dude.
Uh-huh.
521.
You've
Damn,
got the
that's
521 mirrored there.
Oof,
Yeah.
baby. You know, and this stuff, the 2016 election, FISA stuff, you know, witch hunt. Dude, that was, you know, we were already on, right? We already knew how many files were going to be released, right? In, you know, the 1.2 million. Remember, Lance and Durf?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They were already, Q was already hinting that, right? And a few days later, we learned that indeed, it was not, congratulations, you have reached an estimate of 1.2, million patriots, right? Million, patriots, right? And then later on, the IG report came out, and how many files were, you know, in there? 1.2 million. And the analyst was saying, wow, check this out. Q just told us this. And Q was saying, hey, you know, let me show you.
On.
Yes. 1.2. 1,
Is that where it says learn our comms?
I think so.
I think so.
1,2. Oh, 1,2.
2. Watch her.
Watch her. We love him. Only Q. Boom. We have to scroll down a little bit, I guess. It's all the way in the beginning. 1.2. Wait a minute. Maybe it's 1.2. 1.2. Come on.
Yeah, I think you put a comma. Was that a comma? No.
Yes, I did a comma, but
Oh.
okay. Wait.
There we
Let's
go.
go down. Yeah, there it is. So
There
on this December 6th, Q was dropping a drop saying, reached an estimate of 1.2 million, patriots. You're reaching more than you know because 1 equals 2, 2 equals 4, and 4 equals 8. Godspeed. But again, 1.2 million on December 6th. Then a few days later, on January 15th, it got, it broke in the news that Hillary Clinton investigation contains 1.2 million documents. And the Anna was saying this, right? And Q was saying, you are learning. News unlocks map. Future proofs past. Not everything can be stated one by one, right? Linking beautifully with you are being provided the highest level of intel. You know, that's why Q is saying reread the drops because you got more than you know, right? And all these attempts by Trump is to train you to look at the numbers and see what is beneath, in between their sentences, right? And there it is, guys. Trump has the Midas touch, right? An unsuspected surplus, unsuspected, guys. We already knew this was going to happen in June. Tariffs are surging, guys. So beautiful, guys. Yeah, right. That's why I kept it in, lower caps. Treasury post, unexpected surplus, right?
I can't believe it worked. That's basically what it said.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Okay, guys. So this is the near assassination of Donald J. Trump, right? He posted this at 2113 seconds. The interesting thing that I see that in drop 2100, of course, is do it Q, right? 1 in a million a 1 in a billion coincidence. Enjoy the show tonight. Do Q, but Q is adding here. Why before each rally are threats now being called in, right? And again, there it is. All for conspiracy. What are they afraid of? How many coincidences before it becomes mathematically impossible? The world is watching. Look at our beautiful chat. The world is changing. Where we go one, we go all, right? So again, the near assassination attempt on Donald J. Trump and this drop talking about before each rally, threats are now being called in. So interesting that it is all coming together. A small little thing, guys. But again, I love it. How this all coming together. Let me see. There is. We are active. Okay. Yeah, he's doing an extra comma, right? Texas, comma, and watch in disbelief. These thugs. When he was going, and this is a nice one because the White House was dropping this beautiful meme, right? So at 7:07 p.m. on July 11th, we said, don't you just love this 2.0 White House X page, right? Like, look at these memes, man. Look how, I don't know, bold they are, right? I love it. And just a few minutes later, guys, this was at 7:07. The White House was coming out at 7:51 saying, oh my God, did the White House really post this, right? So again, we're showing you, those beautiful memes of the White House. How, I don't know. How do you describe the way that this White House X account is behaving? Really, I don't want to say trendy. I don't want to say hip. I don't want to say, it's almost like an N on this dropping, right? It's like
Based.
Yeah, right. Based.
That's what it is.
This White
the
House
best freaking
based.
White House ever.
Yeah. Yes.
The stuff they post is like, what?
Yeah.
You got the White House saying, let's fucking go, basically, right? Like, dude, what is?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
Scabs.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's Scabs all the way. There's no way that it's not, right? Like, that's literally like his account on the White House.
Yeah, on steroids, guys. And big shout out to Dan Scavino, man. You are running the White House, with an iron fist, right?
Like that
man,
one, the Superman.
Yeah, man, we love you, man. Like, you don't want to be on the bad side of Dan, man. He will put you in a seat and it would stare at you like, for 23 minutes, He isn't going to have a talk with you. He's just going to sit you down and stare at you.
Maybe the eye.
Yeah, sipping his coffee. Like, what am I going to do with you? So Trump is talking about, I have an obligation to do a good job. The reason I was saved was to save our country. Beautiful. That Trump is, having 17 spaces in this one. Really nice. Do I have something that I did? No. But again, I really liked it. Yeah, so now we're getting to this one, right? So wait, I just messed up all my tabs. Yeah, so there it is. Are you prepared for what is to be unleashed, guys? I think, yeah, there it is. I should have started here. So the Department of Justice has an airtight case against John Brennan and James Comey. And oh man, the dust is driving me nuts. So John Brennan and James Comey, an airtight case, guys. Nobody knows better than George Papadopoulos. We love you, man. Friend of the show. But yeah, guys. So when I saw this, I was smiling, guys. So I wanted to go live on this day, but again, I couldn't. And there it is, guys. Donald J. Trump coming out, with a blockbuster repost, giving you everything, guys, the whole thing. Let me see. So there it is, guys. So Trump, this is big. This is dropping. John Brennan, James Comey are now gonna see justice. Like I saw from General Flynn that Brennan is now overseas somewhere, in skiffs and hiding somewhere. I don't know, man. So Brennan is feeling it. But there it is, guys. Trump is reposting this article from Greg Jarrett.
He's off in Qatar.
Yes. No, I thought it was in Australia somewhere in a skiff. I don't know, man. Um, yeah. Oh,
He's sitting with
Qatar. Yeah,
with
yeah,
Iran's.
yeah. Playing tic-tac-toe or something. Um, but there it is. The first sentence, guys, is clear that Trump was framed, right? Um, the characters in this truth, because Trump is adding to this. Wow, thank you, Greg. Amazing reporting. So he's adding this little bit and he's adding this over here. Those two sentences were added to the article. The character count is 1564. 1564 characters. So happens to bring you to that beautiful Q drop where Trump took a photo of a part of his face on the back of his iPhone and dropped it on the Q boards, guys. Do you understand? Right? We had the tippy top era. Like, oh, can Trump say tippy top? And he said tippy top a few weeks later, right? Annons were going wild. You had the VIP Anon, right? Going backstage, talking about Q, talking about the Annons. And he said, well, I don't know. They're nice people, I hear. And he was kind of, subverting it a little bit. But then the picture of this patriot and Donald J. Trump came back, and Q was saying, the Q will be answered, with the plus in the parentheses, right? And on the back of that picture, Trump wrote with his beautiful marker, the parentheses, the plus in the middle, and the three parentheses on the other side, right? So guys, so that was beautiful, but this is even better, guys. Trump posting a picture of his face on the back of his iPhone on the keyboards, guys. So what a wonderful day, right? Like, he loves this article coming out, exposing the CIA, exposing Brennan, exposing Comey, exposing the witch hunt, and it's coming out. And Trump was celebrating this, guys, with the character counts, with his timestamps. But again, guys, he's doing that misspelling, right? Comey launch. The N is missing over here, right? So when you look on the Q boards with the N in the kill box, you got two drops. One drop is no such agency, which we know is the Q team, right? But the N in the kill box, the second drop with the N in the kill box is drop 4951. Shall we play a game? Nothing can stop what is coming. And it's saying, more coming? How do you show the public the truth? And what do we see in this picture, right? We see Donald J. Trump, a part of his face, posted on the keyboards, right? How do you show the public the truth? How do you safeguard U.S. elections after Trump post POTUS, right? How do you remove foreign interference, think Brennan, and corruption, and installed U.S.-owned voter ID laws and other safeguards? It had to be done this way. Sometimes you must walk through the darkness before you see the light, right? I love this drop. But again, how do you show the public the truth? There's Q+. Trump is showing himself on the back of his iPhone, right? Posted on the Q boards on June 19th, 2018, guys. 7 years ago. So again, guys, amazing reporting. Trump was celebrating this heavily. But again, guys, another one. This drop talks about John Brennan, right? And when you take like this aggregator that we have, let me show you. Where is it? Wait a minute. Let me just go here. So when you have this, right? This aggregator is also counting the spaces as characters. Because if I remove this space, look at the character count. If I remove that one, you got 133. When I remove this space, beep, you got 329. Well, and it can go on and on and on, right? So the character count also includes the spaces. So if you really want to know which letter he is misspelling, you have to take out all the spaces in the drop. And then you get to the actual character that Trump is misspelling, right? So Comey launched the N is missing, right? So the N was replaced with a C, and the C is the 265th character, guys. Don't you think it is interesting that drop 265, the character that is misspelled, begins with "Bye bye Johnny," John Brennan. Watch the news, like Trump was saying. Amazing reporting, right? This is a news article, right? So I really like this one, guys. All the space is gone. The exact character that was misspelled should be an N, wasn't C, and that brings you to "Bye Bye Johnny," John Brennan. Interesting, right? Like we have, and also, the C, the Comey or Corny, right? How Comey was, misspelled in those documents, so you couldn't do a search, right? If you want to know everything from Comey, you type in Comey with a M, Comey, and you couldn't find anything on Comey, right? But if you typed in Cornay, you're gonna see they did the Comey with a RN, right? And then it looked like an M. It reads like an M, but it is an R and an N, right? So making searches way difficult, right? So that's why we have, corn ready for harvest, yeah, guys. So again, what are the odds, guys, that the misspelling is the 265th letter, bringing you to dropped 650, 250, 65. Sorry, guys, I'm tired. 265. That is bringing you to "Bye Bye Johnny." Watch the news, guys. Again, a few of these drops that I really want to run by you. Yeah, this is the CIA. Gotcha. Let me see, guys. Okay, yeah. So this was a nice one. Not a big one, but a nice one, right? Like Trump is supporting Bolsonaro in Brazil. He's getting the same treatment as Trump from the left, which is expectable. But let me see, guys. Yeah, the timestamp that Trump is dropping this is 22/18, right? And that drop is saying, in the end, it will all be right. Patriots protect patriots. And that is actually what Trump is doing, right? He's closely monitoring that situation in Brazil, supporting, Bolsonaro over there. So again, I thought, the timestamp was really matching nicely with what Trump is doing over here. Let me see, guys. A little Elon action, guys. Elon. What's up, dude? So, this guy, man, how can people expect to have faith in Trump if he won't release the Epstein files, right? But again, guys, Elon is dropping this in 1433, guys. The drop is talking about full disclosure. Who do you trust? And it talks about Sessions, guys. Which fake fight can you recall where everybody was saying, oh, this and that person just walked away or Trump fired him, right? Who was that person? Let me see. I think you guys know, right? Come on, guys.
Speaking over the shoulder.
Yes. Yeah. Right? Okay, guys. I think you know. Come on. Let me see. Where are you? Who's that guy? Which fake fight did we saw back in the time? And, Trump admin volume 1. Yes. True CCs. You got it. Trucy, we love you. Sessions, right? Sessions came in short, sweet, install Hoover, not Uber. Hoover did the sealed indictments. That was about it, right? Sessions was out. Trump took a fight with him. The media was speculating, and Sessions could go back into the field. And everybody was gossiping. Oh, Sessions, we couldn't trust him, or Hoover, we can't trust him. And even to such an extent that Q has to come in and say, guys, logical thinking eliminates emotional nonsense, right? And you know, and then Q was coming back over and over and over again. You know, Huber didn't do this and Session didn't do that. You guys, what's wrong with you? Can't you see what's going on, right? So Sessions is, you know, how do you say that? You know, the almost the symbol of fake fights, right? You know, is there a word? I saw a word like I don't know, how do you call that?
And he was only in for a short time too, right? Was it 7 months?
Yes, yes. You know, just like Elon. And again, I'm like, for me, I trust the plan. I'm not telling you to trust Elon. Trust nobody. You know, trust the plan. I'm just saying here that the thing is, you know, Sessions is here and he is the symbol of those fake fights. He's saying, like, how can you expect to have faith in Trump and to drop is saying, who do you trust? You know, acting, trust, name. When does the clock run out? D5 guys. So again, while everybody, you know, like the left is now, you know, asking for the release of the Epstein files, guys. You know, Trump always wanted to have a third party. Elon is now, you know, going for it, but Trump always wanted it, right? Like there's an interview with him with Larry, what's his name? Larry
King?
Larry King, yes, with Larry King, where it was going into it, right? Like, I don't know if we want to, you know, go in a race as a Democrat or as a Republican, you know, these are too much right. Those are way left, you know. I can't find myself in any of these things, right? And he said, you know, a third party would be awesome, you know, and when Trump, you know, when they let 2020 slip, right? To expose the enemy, Trump was, you know, with his desk of Donald J. Trump talking about that third party that he wanted to make, right? So it's almost like Elon is doing things by proxy. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it. You know, like instead of Trump doing it, Elon is, you know, doing this thing. You know, so I don't know that. So, but again, 40,000 for a few guys. I like the timestamp, the full disclosure. He talks about the release of the Epstein files. He talks about faith in Trump. Who do you trust? But when does the clock run out? D5, guys, is all coming out. No matter what, do not be distracted, guys. Yes?
By the way, now the fact or convention of presenting staged performances as genuine or authentic.
Mm-hmm.
That's kayfabe.
Kayfabe, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So kayfabe is the portrayal of staged elements within professional wrestling as legitimate or real.
Mm-hmm.
We'll call it Hey Fifi.
Yeah, Fifi.
Big shout out to Ted Phillips in the chat for noticing and posting it. I also want to give a shout out to someone else in the chat because Lance will attest to this. Just before we went live, before you got in the Zoom call, I was mentioning something to Lance here with regards to what Elon's been doing. And what I said to Lance was, you know, I haven't really noticed anybody bringing this up, which is Elon's going on about the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whatever happened to the Twitter files?
Mm-hmm.
That was something kind of big that happened, 3 months ago, 4 months ago? I don't remember exactly, but I wanted to give let me make sure I got that name right, actually, because somebody in the chat brought that up. CMC Piken brought up, Elon said that Twitter was a crime scene. Why doesn't he release the Twitter files?
Mm-hmm.
So glad to see I'm not the only one who was thinking along those lines. I'm sure there's other people that have posted it. I just haven't seen it until just now in the chat. So shout out to you, CMC Piken. Again, shout out to you, Ted Phillips. And kayfabe.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on right now with Trump and Elon.
Yeah, and think about this, right? Patriots are in control, and everything is happening at the right exact moment, right? This is pristine timing, you know, and You can come out too early or too late, right? It's coming out exactly when they want, right? Everything is happening exactly when it needs to happen. So again, that's why Q is saying trust the plan. You know, also with all those K5s going on, you don't know, at some point you don't even know what is going on, right? And Q is just saying trust the plan, you know? Trump is not going through this for nothing. Like drop 502 or 7, right? Let me read this drop because we love Trump. This is in honor of you, sir. Drop 507. Which one is it?
I just wanted to add that, like, if Trump said that the list was real, would the left say that he's full of crap?
Yeah. Yes. So if he says it's fake, they say it's real, right?
Yep.
And they're going to prove it's real. You know, they can't
Yep.
help themselves. They can't help themselves.
It's the perfect shitstorm, right?
Yes. Tell him you're going to get Trump. Trump doesn't want to release it because he went to the Epstein Island, right? Tell him that. Make them believe it, and they will just bite. They can't help themselves, guys. You know, and you know, Trump is taking all these slings and arrows, right? Is it 508? Which one is it? Durf 502? For the coming days ahead, 502. Ask yourself an honest question. 705.
It's not.
Oh, come on.
It's not. Hold on. No, it's not slings and arrows.
Yeah. Not even close. 153, guys. Sorry. So for the coming days ahead, ask yourself an honest question. Why would a billionaire who has it all? Let me just, we are here. Let me have this one side by side, guys. Let me do a tribute to Donald J. Trump, guys. This was November 14th, 2017. Let me pull the chat in. We love you guys. For the coming days ahead, ask yourself an honest question. Why would a billionaire who has it all, fame, fortune, and a warm and loving family and friends, want to endanger himself and his family by becoming POTUS? Why would he want to target himself and those he cares about? Does he need the money? Does he need the fame? What does he get out of this? Does he want to make the U.S. and the world a better place for his family and those good and decent people who for so long been taken advantage of? Perhaps he could not stomach the thought of mass murder occurring to satisfy Moloch. Perhaps he could not a good stomach. Perhaps he could not stomach the thought of children being kidnapped, drugged, and raped, while leaders and law enforcement of the world turned a blind eye. Perhaps he was tired of seeing how certain races, countries were constantly being abused, kept in need, poor, and suffering, all for a specific purpose. And perhaps he could not in good conscience see the world burning. So, Trump, we love you, man. Like, he went above and beyond. Like the Bible is saying, go the extra mile. Well, Trump just run like 3 marathons in a row, guys. I'm sorry, this is choking me up. I wanted to read this better, guys, but again, I had to reset my brain because this is incredible what Trump is doing. What a man! What a fight! What I always want to say voorbeeld, but I don't know what the English word is for that. What an example Trump is, right? A man with faith is unstoppable, guys. He's a man on a mission, and just understand that. When Jesus was saying, when you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can command a mountain to move, and it will move, right? And mountains are governments, right? And what Trump was saying in the beginning, our movement, that beautiful speech, this is the spirit in which he serves this country, right? And how he's changing the world by exposing, the parasite within America, and that will have global ramifications, guys, because
Should we
it's
play
all
it?
about the children. It's all about the children, guys. You know, this is how they are feeding off your energy, you know, and yeah, guys, keeping the world in need, poor, and suffering. And yeah, one of the first things that Trump is doing, you know, cutting the taxes of everybody below $200,000 a year. That is that is amazing, guys. You know, this is not, he's not doing this for the companies, you know, he's doing this for the people, you know, and Trump, we love you. Oh, okay. All right, I'm back. So let me see, guys. This is a trilogy, guys. So remember how the Trump rally started on that beautiful Friday, right? 9/18. So Trump came out at 8:19, you know, and like Lance, beautiful man in the mirror, you know, we look at 9/18, and this is the time where Trump came out, right?
We were just talking about the CIA spying. Just want to say.
Okay, the missile test. You are learning how many coincidences before it becomes mathematically impossible. Dude, wait until you learn
Yeah.
who has been talking to you here. This man, guys, Donald J. Trump.
President Donald J. Trump.
Boom! 9/1. Okay, guys. So just showing you guys, this is that show that we did on Friday. Was it Friday, by the way?
I
can't
think it was
remember
the
anymore.
third Thursday.
Yeah, a Thursday. Okay, it could be.
I don't know either.
Yes. So, you know, so then Dan Scavino came out with that beautiful. This is the 5th. So this is the day. Maybe it was the 4th. When was the rally, guys? Yeah, it was.
It was the 3rd.
Yeah. So yeah. So the thing is, the day before Independence Day, Trump came on stage at 8:19. You know, bringing you to that drop 9:18. Right? Learn. Wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. Right? So this crumb dropped the day before Independence Day, 9/18. Right? So the day after Independence Day, Dan Scavino was dropping, the stealth bomber and that beautiful jet fighter. I don't want to call it the Joint Strike Fighter. I think it's the Raptor, right? The F. What was it? Oh, wait. I gotta 1 second. I'm coming back. Somebody take the mic.
Durf? No, I'm joking. Well, guys.
Sorry.
No, were you muted?
I was, but I actually I had to run to the other room for a minute, so I am back, and I was muted.
That's what I thought. Because usually you chime in right when he says, "I'll take the mic."
Yeah, no. I had 2 or 3 coffees today, so no, I think I had 2. So
Yeah, I think I'm on like my 4th or 5th. So yeah, I hear you.
one of them, yeah, it just pushed me over the edge there. Yeah, and I wasn't sure either, by the way. I don't know if those are
I think it's the
what they're
F-35.
called, F-16s or Raptors or what.
Yeah, I think it's the Raptor, the F-35.
I mean, I know it's a plane. That much I know. But I
And the
can't get
B2.
into. Well, I know the
Down the
beat.
temple.
Yeah.
The obelisk. There's so much stuff that goes into like when they here in these past couple parades, and then this one, like, man, they flew right over that freaking obelisk, right? Crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Well, you could say that they dropped a symbolic massive ordnance penetrator while they flew over that. And how do I know about massive ordnance penetrators, guys? I believe it's drop 4740.
A mop?
Yeah, that's the one where I don't know if it was back
Mop
in
it up.
March.
Clean up. Aisle 17.
Yeah, well, hey, it's funny that you mentioned aisle 17 because in that video, if you go to drop 4740, you click on the link, it it will bring you to a video. Now, that video
Want to play
won't
it?
open in Brave. It won't open at all. It's like blank, if you will. But I'm on a Mac right now, and I tried opening it with Safari, and that seemed to work.
Hmm.
Now, that video, you see two MOPs dropping, and the first one has a nice number. You got 432 on the first one, and then you've got 435 on the second one. And then you even have a little bit of a moment, if you will, where you see one of the MOPs dropping and digging right into the ground. And
You could say they were right on scale.
yeah, uh, 100%. So we didn't see
Pun
one
intended.
dropping in DC, but there was definitely a symbolic one. And I mentioned this because, I don't know if you saw it, but Trump posted a video on the 8th, and it actually had a clip from that B-2 bomber dropping that MOP 435. So if you didn't see it, well, we might see it a little later. And
we have not seen or heard from Dan. You check
no,
Facebook and Instagram, right? Nothing.
I did check Facebook. Did I check Instagram? I don't think I did, but
If it's not on Facebook, it's not on Instagram, most likely.
let me get in there right now.
What you doing, Dan?
He's keeping busy. We know that. If he's not posting, he must be really, really busy.
I mean, the White House is. But
okay. Okay, well,
are you back, Grass?
if you're back, Grass, we don't hear you.
Yes, I'm back.
There
you are.
Sorry, I had to let Miss Grasshopper in. She forgot her. Let me say it. I forgot my keys. I took her keys with me because, again, everything was displaced when you're having a renovation. Whew. So we took a little grass out, did some shopping and get some formula, some organic stuff. Met with a friend. And then I told them, okay, I got to go up. I'm going to do a show. Like you guys saw, right? Like the introduction of going live happened an hour before we went live. So I actually told Miss Grasshopper, like, if I want to make the show, I got to go now. The friend came with presents, so I had to sit and nod and be nice. And 10 minutes before, I ran home up the stairs and I couldn't find the keys to my studio, right? Normally I would walk, inside of the building, but that stair is now gone. So I have to go outside of the building to go in. Couldn't find the keys. So, anyhow, I had to go do the show. So I took the keys from Miss Grasshopper. So I told her, when you are in front of the building, give me a call. I will come down. I will carry little Grass up, with the little stroller she got. And the buggy. So big shout out to Jamie WV and Deflustrated Sister. We love you both. Again, thinking of you a lot, guys, when we're out and about with little Grasshopper, guys. So Jamie WV, sister, we love you. And Deflustrated, we love you, sister. So she was calling, so I had to run down, open the door, carry a little Grasshopper, carry the stroller up. give a kiss, say, hey, I'll be back in a few minutes. And now I'm here, guys. So, yeah. But again, guys, what a time to be alive. What were we talking about?
We went into the B-2 bombers. I discussed a little thing with the massive ordnance penetrators that get dropped sometimes from
bunker
those
busters.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we mentioned how Scavino hasn't posted and how we checked Facebook. And I just checked Instagram. And from what I can tell, he has not posted there either.
Where's Dan?
He did get tagged on a couple occasions by the seemingly very lovely Erin M. Elmore.
All right.
Who I don't know who she is, but she must be, she must be his girlfriend. So thank you for those pictures, Erin, letting us know that, Dan's still around.
Absolutely.
But I don't know, we might take a look at some minutes and seconds.
So guys, Dan Scavino, this was, so like I said, Trump started his rally and the mirror timestamp was 9:18, where it says, wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. And this is when when the music stopped and Trump started speaking to the audience the day before Independence Day. Dan Scavino, the day after Independence Day, dropped at 21:20, 13 seconds, right? 21:20, 9:20 is a repost where Q is commenting on drop 9:18. So we were on drop 9:18 the day before Independence Day. The day after Independence Day, Dan Scavino dropped the timestamp where Q is answering to that drop where the rally began. Wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. Where Q is saying, another coincidence. Public view. You have more than you know. Okay. So you got more than you know, right? So let's look at the minutes and seconds. We got 2013 or 3102. 3102 is dropped on March 17th, a YouTube link with We Must Fight, right? We Must Fight. And guys, check it out. This is the 17th, right? What happens 17 seconds into this clip? Boom. You see the same exact aircraft as you see right over here. So wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. How are they talking to us? What is Q telling us? The timing in between tweets, the missing and replaced letters, timestamps, how many proofs, how many clues must we provide, right? These kind of things, the counter spaces. Did you count the spaces and cross-reference those spaces with the spaces within the Q drops, right? So those tools we are using, wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. And this is the way they're talking to us, right? Through the timestamps, through the deltas, the news that unlocks map, and Dan Scavino. Wow. For this to happen, it's just beautiful. 918, 918, right there, guys. You are learning how many coincidences before it becomes mathematically impossible. Wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. Mr. Donald J. Trump. Yes. Donald J. Trump.
President Donald J. Trump.
I like how that how we are reading this. Wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. And then the commentator is saying, ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump, right? I love how that works. J. Trump.
President Donald J. Trump.
Beautiful, guys. Okay, so final one before we go into this was Independence Day, also the day after. Trump was dropping 3 times the exact same clip, and Durfman has a decode on this as well. So if you can already grab that one, let me see, guys. There is the timing in between tweets, guys, right over here. This is a while back, but they were all 36-second videos. we love Drop 36, right? Because Drop 36 is talking about military intelligence. No media, no leaks. Military generals have been in and out of the White House in the past 30 days. Focus on Flynn, background, and potential role, right? Okay, guys. And there it says, if Trump failed, if we fail as the team, right, behind Trump, and HRC assumed control, we as patriots were prepared to do the unthinkable, right? And for the unthinkable not to have happened yet means that everything is still going according to plan. Hence, Q is saying, trust the plan, guys, because they haven't yet done the unthinkable thing. Because what was what they wanted to do? They wanted to go into the Obama White House, and just literally do a coup, right? Because, yeah, I don't have to go into that, but that is what they wanted to do. Until they found Trump and they said, well, okay, let's take the long way home, right? Let's do, the least casualties, right? Inform the public. Let Trump, expose the fake news media, expose the three-letter agencies. Let us, a year into the Trump administration, let's start dropping the Q drops. Let's guide people through what's going on. And let's inform the people, right? Let's then let the steal happen for everybody to clearly see what is happening on a day-to-day basis. And with that premise, let them elect Donald J. Trump to clean it out. This was the plan, a long-term plan. Instead of the unthinkable act, going in where the deep state still had control over ISIS, still control over MS-13, still control, a lot of money, a lot of, so they could hit back hard. That would be messy, guys. So thank God for Trump for doing this. And Q is adding here, there's simply no other way than to use the military is that corrupt and dirty, right? And beautiful. That we see the military standing right here. The time in between the second and third post is 2 minutes and 6 seconds. 18:26:20 and 18:28:26. See? 20, 26, 6 seconds, and 2 minutes in between 28 and 26. So 2:06 is saying, can't wait for the green light. Teams on standby. And here's the team on standby, right? Beautiful. So let me see, guys. The time in between the first post and the last post, right? 16:13:55 and 18:28:26 is 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 31 seconds, or 2,000.242 hours. Well, 22:42, I like that drop. POTUS provided you with a very special greeting. Did you catch it? Well, the hours, minutes, and seconds, 2143, is bringing us to one of those special greetings from Donald J. Trump. What we had in the beginning over here, where Trump is showing his face on the back of an iPhone, right, to prove to you that he is closely connected to the Q team, right? If not posting himself, right? Let me see, guys. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Boom. Comey launched. There it is. 1,564 characters showing you Trump's face on the back of an iPhone. Like you were saying, do reflections go against national security laws, right? We love the photo queue time. But there it is, guys. What a wonderful day. Trump is celebrating this, proving to you, that the Q team is closely connected to Donald J. Trump, if not Trump himself. We know that Dan Scavino was dropping. Dan was to blame, like you were saying. 3-second Dan. But Trump was dropping as well, guys, a few times. But there it is, 21:30:43. The time in between the hours, minutes, and seconds. The first post and the last one was request fulfilled. 22:42 is saying, POTUS provided you with a very special greeting. Did you catch it? Well, what's happening here? The anons at 14:15 and 50 seconds, we're saying no POTUS tweets today, ... yet. Q, how about a 0 delta to encourage anons? And then later on, guys, Donald J. Trump comes out saying the storms in the Atlantic are very dangerous. We encourage anyone on the path of these storms to prepare themselves to heed the warnings of state and local officials. The federal government is closely monitoring and ready to assist. We are with you, right? Trump was doing a 0 delta between the Q team and Trump, a tweet of himself, right? 0 delta, just 10 seconds off. You know, where Q is dropping and Trump was dropping on the request of Anons, where the drop is saying, POTUS provided you with a very special greeting. Did you catch it? Right? Interesting that, you know, if you want to think about this, there's just 10 seconds in between, right? And there is 2 minutes and 6 seconds in between the second and third drop of that similar video that Trump is dropping, right? We have 36 seconds of each video, right? And there's 2 minutes and 6 seconds in between. There's the 26. 26 and 36 has a 10-digit variance, just like, you know, the 0 delta over here, right? So Q dropped, and then Trump dropped 10 seconds later, right? There's 36 seconds of every video that Trump is dropping, and in between the second to third, the second and last, you got 2 minutes and 6 seconds in between. There's your 26, a 10-digit difference, right? So I thought it was pretty nice. There are some more crumbs in this, guys. But again, I have to round it up. So let's go into, oh, Durf, you got a decode on this, right?
I did.
You got it?
Sure do. Let me post it in the...
Betsy Pages, we love you. The near PW. Cheerio, 123. Yo, Thunder, what's up? Great to see you. Ken Weinkauf. All right. From Canada. Great to see you.
That is awesome.
Okay, there it is, guys. Durfman. I like this one.
Well, what I thought was interesting here was that the second of the 3 that you showed, it actually got deleted.
Mm-hmm.
And we see it says not found when you're clicking on the link. And, you know, the time in between those 2 posts is 126 seconds, and 126 gives us previous was deleted.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and showing you plus, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. 1 plus, 2 pluses, 3 pluses, 3 videos. Previous was deleted. Curious.
Yep. So there you go. I mean, not too much other than, you know, we also see it's 0.035 of an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first 4:10:20 drop.
Well, you know, the 26 seconds, right, is showing you, you know, the only way is the military, fully controlled, safe and spread. Once 11.3 verifies as first marker. And we know that the steal of 2020, the foreign and domestic deployment of stealing elections, you know, the domestic bad actors, you know, in cahoots with China, printing fake ballots, right? There's your 11.3, the first marker, biggest advanced drop on the Q boards, right? Where the 36 seconds was again saying, hey, there's so much corruption, the only way is the military. Because if we lost, if Trump did not become president, we were prepared to do the unthinkable, right? And yeah, beautiful, Durf. Do we still have time to watch that Trump interview?
Well, it's about, like I said, it's about a half hour long. So it's kind of up to you.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do
it's,
it. And let's do it, guys. Drop it.
Okay.
This one is for you, Trump. I'll be sleeping on the couch. Not sure.
Wait. There's this one. It is a 40-minute clip, if you will, but the interview is pretty much the first 30.
Okay. Okay, there's. Thank you. Wait. Okay, I gotta switch off my screen. 1 second. I gotta do something. Switch my account. Oh, I'm already on a different account. Okay, guys. Sorry for that. Boom. Okay. Lara Trump. We love you, sister. Let me remove this. Okay, let me bring in the chat. You guys are going to be over here. Because we love you. YouTube, you're going to be over there. Kenny Stacy, great to see you. Elephant in the room. Great to see you, my friend. Okay, guys, let's get into this one. Let me see subtitles on. Let me get it right over here. Come on. Yes. Okay, look, she's going to the gym, man. Okay. Okay, set, go.
Right?
Good evening. Hope you're having a great Saturday night. Welcome back to my
Love you,
View.
Lance.
12 months ago tomorrow, the unthinkable happened in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Boom.
A former president, a father, and a grandfather, Donald J. Trump, was nearly assassinated on live television. The harrowing moments unfolding
Okay,
while
guys.
America...
Wait a minute. This started at 9 p.m., guys. We all know what 9 p.m. is, right? Dude, wait a minute. Check this out, man.
2100.
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, did I miss this one?
No, you did it.
Yeah, no. But I think the Ghislaine Maxwell one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
whatever. Yeah, but there it is, guys. So Trump at 2100 is dropping the do a Q, guys. This happened on the 11th. When did this drop?
This was yesterday. So
Yeah,
the
so that
next
was the 12th.
the next night
Yeah.
he does the interview at 9 p.m.
Yeah. So again, guys, you see Butler, the near assassination of Donald Trump, and 2100 do a Q saying before each rally, threats are now being called in, right? What do they fear? What are they afraid of? The world is watching. The world is helping, guys. Okay. So let's continue. Interesting.
and his family watched.
FYI,
But the shooting didn't just shake the country.
just letting you know, there's a storm brewing in the Montreal area.
Oh.
I'm actually
Prayers
just
to
gonna.
dirt.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm actually gonna run outside and just bring a couple of things into the shed. So I'll be right back. I'll be looking.
Your ganja. Your
No, no,
your
not on,
plants.
yeah, not on this
Your
property.
herbs. You gotta bring your herbs in.
Yes, I gotta put the herbs
Yeah, man.
in a different
Yeah, man.
spot.
The herbs.
We love you, Durf. Okay, guys, let's continue. We love you. We love you, Lance, as well, man. Okay, guys.
It galvanized it. It reminded millions what was at stake and why Donald J. Trump's return to the People's House was all but destined. And the impact of that day is still felt today. Accountability is finally taking shape.
Boom.
6 Secret Service agents tasked with protecting President Trump and Butler were suspended.
There it is,
And the
9
president,
p.m.
Well, he isn't just
2100.
back. He's stronger than ever. 6 months into his historic second term, he's already sealed the southern border, signed the big, beautiful bill, and in doing so, laid the foundation for his domestic agenda. He's dealt a crushing blow to Iran's nuclear program and secured new commitments from NATO to shoulder their share of the defense burden. The stock market is hitting record highs, wages are rising, inflation is cooling, and American confidence is surging back.
The golden age of America is upon us. We are in the golden age as we approach the 250th anniversary of America's founding exactly 1 year from now. We are creating an economy that delivers wealth for the middle class, a border that is sovereign and secure, and a military that is unmatched, unequaled anywhere in the world. We're going to make America great again, and it's happening very fast.
But if things had been different, had fate not stepped in, just imagine the disaster we could have had with a President Kamala Harris continuing a regime that already drove America to the brink once before. Though despite the president's regime that already
military that is unmatched, unequaled anywhere in the world. We're going to make America great again, and it's happening very fast.
But if things had been different, had fate not stepped in, just imagine the disaster we could have had with a President Kamala Harris continuing a regime that already drove America to the brink once before. Though despite the president's countless triumphs, the threats have not stopped. Tonight, in an exclusive three-part conversation, you'll hear from the president himself on what drives him, what comes next, and what it'll take to make America great again for good. Well, Mr. President, what an honor to be here in the White House with you. Second time around, and I think when people look at the first 6 months of this administration, you have had more success, I think, than many presidents in history throughout the term of their entire term in office. A lot of people look at what you've done, though, and they say, had you not had 4 years in between, maybe all this success would not be possible. Do you agree with that?
Well, experience is very important in life. I think talent is more important than experience, but if you can have them both, somehow it's a very good thing. But experience is very important. I think it also helped. It was very bad for the country, but it also helped to have 4 years of horror. What went before me was horror.
So interesting, guys. So Trump is starting his interview at 9:02 p.m., saying, where there was once darkness, there will now be light. From sea to shining sea, throughout the entire America, right? So interesting, guys. It had to be this way. Now everybody can see it. Those 4 years of horror, right? Where there was once darkness, there is now light. You know, transparency brings accountability. Like Lara was saying, accountability is now coming because on that premise, they voted Trump back in, right? 9:02, interesting times.
And by comparison, I think anything looks good. And I don't want to demean what we've done because we've done a lot of records, but what they've done to our country should never be forgiven. Allowing millions and millions of people to come into our country that shouldn't be here. It's such a big aspect of what we're doing now with the borders, and it could have been so easy. When I gave over the country, the border was great. Now it's better than it was, but it was much worse than it was in 2016 when I took it over. That was a border problem also. But I think when people see the horror show that we had for 4 years, an absolute horror show, they tried to kill, it was almost like they tried to kill our country. And the beautiful thing is now we have the hottest country in the world. You know, I was with the King of Saudi Arabia, the leader of Qatar, the leader of UAE, and many other leaders at NATO, separately, a whole group, and every one of them virtually said, you have the hottest country in the world right now. And 6 months ago, they also said, we thought your country was dead. They actually thought it was dead, and it felt dead. We had not only no leadership, we had negative leadership. It was a regressive leadership. So I think that probably makes it look good too, but we've done a lot.
Well, you know, throughout the 4 years, while you were not here at this White House, I know that there were some very dark times, some times where people counted you out, thought that you'd never come back, yet you're here right now. So in those moments,
here's to stay,
what was
guys.
it that kept you going? Why is it that you are back here in this White House now, despite so many people saying it wasn't possible?
Well, number one, I saw what was happening to the country. They were destroying our country. They were allowing people to come into our country from prisons, from mental institutions, gang members, the worst gang members in the world, make our gang members look like, you know, nice people. They were coming in at levels that nobody had ever seen before. No check-in, no vetting, no anything, just come into our country and do whatever you want. And I saw what was happening, and it didn't take long. I saw that they were going to go, I built hundreds of miles of wall. There were little sections that you had to fill in just to close it in. And I saw that they weren't going to build them. And I even called in, I said, when are you going to just put those little sections? Would have taken 3 weeks. And I said, you know, they want to have open borders. And that's what it was. Open borders, no vetting. To me, that's, you know, inflation, I've already taken care of it. So many of the other things, look at energy,
Yes.
look at fuel, look at this.
The mirror.
509?
Where were we just at? 50. Oh, were we not on 507? Sorry, I thought we were on 507.
No, this Mountain Time, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah, let's go. No worries, no worries. Got you.
Things we've done.
Love you, man.
But, you know, that's a
Come on, what's going on? Uh-oh. Am I still there?
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay, guys, wait a minute. What's going on here?
big job
Okay.
getting thousands, hundreds of thousands of criminals out of our country, murderers. 11,888 murderers, many of them.
Okay, wait a minute. 11,888. Let me see. 11,888.
Talking about engineers.
Eyes
The data
only.
mine.
What is he talking about? The murders. 888. Okay, we took control. I ran next. Okay, so this is when, Anos knew that Trump already talked to Kim. And this is connected to that drop. Wait until you learn who's been talking to you here, right? Because later on, Trump did a tweet out there hinting that he already talked to Kim. And then the Anos lost it, right? And then Q was saying, like, wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. So this is how that whole thing worked back then, because they spotted, like, where is he flying? He was going to Asia. Well, that region is big, right? So they were looking at the map and they say, hey, wait a minute, is that North Korea? And okay, guys, deals made, clowns out. Iran is next. Okay, guys, let's continue.
Those people have killed more than one person. Think of it. Murderers killed more than one person, more than half of them. And he let them into our country. It's not even, we love this country. It's not even believable. And I guess it wasn't him so much as people surrounding the beautiful Resolute desk. And I know them all, and they're not good. They're smart, but they're not good. They're smart in a different way, but evil intention. He was the worst president in the history of our country because of them also, but he was the worst president in the history of our country, and nobody's done such damage to our country, and we're fixing it, and I think we're fixing it very fast.
Well, we are at the anniversary of your Butler rally, where Eric and I, along with Luke and Carolina, watched on live television as so many people across the country, and really the world did, when there was the assassination attempt on you. And as we come to this moment, I'm thinking back to what happened right after that. You actually called all of us on the phone. And it was amazing to me that that was what you thought to do, that you wanted us to know that you were okay. And I know that's a moment none of us will ever forget, and I'm sure for you, tenfold.
Well, it was unforgettable. I didn't know exactly what was going on. I got whacked. There's no question about that. And fortunately got down quickly. And people were screaming, and I got down quickly, fortunately, because I think they shot 8 bullets. And one got me, and one got another one, and one got another one, and one killed Corey, the firefighter, great guy. And, we had a tremendous, massive crowd. Tens of thousands of people were there. And our sniper within less than 5 seconds, was able to get him from a long distance with one shot.
Yeah.
If he didn't do that, you would.
Well, 5 seconds. It took a little longer, but oh, it was a long 5 seconds, guys. Man.
Have had
The
an even
mirror
worse situation. It was really bad. But he really did a fantastic. His name is David, and he did a fantastic job. It went about his business less than just about 4 seconds.
Oh, there it is.
And that's when it all stopped. And he got
187.
him perfectly from a very long distance. So we got a little bit lucky in that regard.
There was so much conversation after that, though. You had members of Congress visiting the site there, people really on top of wanting to get answers to that. But I think we still are wondering.
Yeah. So they briefed me numerous times, the FBI, the Secret Service, sort of everybody. DOJ, Pamela's doing a fantastic, I think she's doing a fantastic job.
Sort of everybody.
But they briefed me, and I'm satisfied with it. I'm satisfied with it. They should have had somebody in the building. That was a mistake. They should have had communications with the local police. They weren't tied in. And they should have been tied in. So there were mistakes made. And that, shouldn't have happened. And that building was a prime building in terms of what they were trying to do. So, but I was satisfied in terms of the bigger plot, the larger plot. I was satisfied. And, I have great confidence in these people. I know the people, and they're very talented, very capable. They had a bad day, and I think they'll admit that. They had a rough day. This is a very dangerous job, being president. I say a race car driver, 1% of 1%, think of that, die. It's not a lot. A bull rider, I think that's pretty dangerous. It's like 1/10 of 1% die. And with the president, it's like 5%. Why didn't you tell me this? I could have maybe made a different decision. But I wouldn't have made a different decision because we're doing so well. The country's back. And it's, as I said, everyone's saying we've got
The most
hottest country in the
consequential
world.
president ever, guys.
Even doing this interview, I feel guilty because I'm supposed to right now be working.
We appreciate it, though.
This is what happens when POTUS has no strings attached. He's fighting for the American people. He's going against their agenda. They thought they were, solid. They thought they had nothing to fear. They had it all figured out. They had their cronies. They had their blackmail. They never saw it coming, right? They had 7 days till Sunday to get back at anyone they could ever want to. The media was being there to swipe it all up, blame it on somebody else, and it would be off to a next week, right? Like, never did they thought they had anything to fear, guys. And there is Donald J. Trump. That's why we love him. And that's why this is different, guys. I was never into politics. Couldn't care less. Knew all of them were liars, just there for themselves, filling their pockets. And but Donald J. Trump is something else, guys. Now I'm paying attention, right? And you are. So make sure the next one after Trump will be as much as this man. And good luck for that person, whoever that's going to be, because, it will never be the same, guys. The difference between the Obamas and, the Bushes, the Clintons, and Donald J. Trump is day and night. That would never, ever be the same, guys. So that's why we're doing these shows. I love listening to Donald J. Trump, guys.
The president is a busy man leading our country through a golden age. But he's stuck around with us to talk trade deals and America's limitless promise.
Yes.
It's very incredible. The potential of this country is incredible. It's been run very foolishly. It's been run stupidly, so stupidly.
Okay, guys.
The country's wanting to do business.
Plus, with the than ever.
Doing a great job. We have other countries wanting to do business with us so badly. They never appreciated it. Now they do. They took advantage of our country.
Oh, wait. I forgot something. Wait, so the interview stops here at...
The of this country is incredible.
America's limitless promise age.
Interview, I feel guilty.
So
because
at 9:10 it stops, and it comes back at, let's see...
It's really...
Success. Stronger than ever.
8:16. Okay, so there are 6 minutes out of the air. Let's see, guys. Let's go to drop 6. We got 906. No, 9010. So 910. Let me see, guys. Okay. The White House was bugged. Okay. 2110. James Comey. Okay. Okay. FISA equals. Oh, dude, guy, there it is. Yes. Foreign and domestic. This is your 11.3, guys. FISA equals the start. So this is when they went into the commercials. They came back 6 minutes later. Okay. We got James Comey in the kill brackets. So again, this is really in the news, guys. So interesting how Trump is setting this up with beautiful Lara, right? Because, right, like we showed you over here, the whole James Comey thing is up and happening, right? Let me see, where did we have that? There it is, guys, the Comey stuff. This was the 10th. This interview took place on the 12th, I guess. So 2 days later, right? And they made sure to go into the commercials, guys, at 9:10, 21:10, showing you James Comey in the kill brackets, right? FISA equals starts, positions of foreign and domestic, right? Carry out by the highest level, former and current positions, foreign and domestic, China and domestic, you know, bad actors. Yeah, guys. Interesting. And then they came back 6 minutes later, right? So let's check 6. 6. Okay. 100% insulated. Will not be, okay. Addressing the nation when people begin to get indicted and must remain neutral for pure optical reasons. You know, talking about the military, being protected by the generals. Do not fool yourself into thinking that Obama, Soros, Rothschilds, and Clintons have more power present day than POTUS. So again, there's your, you know, your foreign, you know, you got the people who are doing the voter machines. You got the Rothschilds who are handling, you know, the Federal Reserve and the worldwide central banks. And you got the Clinton, Mrs. Steele dossier, right? Okay, so follow the money is key. Okay, John McCain. Mm-hmm. There it is, guys. Another beauty because MS-13, guys. MS-13, and somewhere was Operation Mockingbird, right? Yes, right over here. And this is that thing that we saw happening at the Oval, where Operation Mockingbird were asking Trump, bring MS-13 back, while Bukele, right, was sitting next to him, and he was like, you're asking me? He's now an Ecuadorian citizen, right? Sitting in jail over there. You might want to ask this guy, right? And then that idiot asked him, and he said, are you crazy? How is this going to work? You know, a convicted rapist and murderer to bring him illegally back into America? How do you think that's going to work? And then, you know, that Operation Mockingbird agent was saying, yeah, but you can change this law, and now if you do it like this, then that can happen. He said, why should we do it? He's safe and secure in my prison, right? So again, Operation Mockingbird was exposing themselves, you know, wanting MS-13 back. Because what is MS-13 doing? The same thing as they did with Seth Rich, right? Shut people up, right? And those whistleblowers can now start coming out, you know? And so again, guys, interesting that 6 minute break, and it came back at 21:16, right? Okay, 21:16. Let's see. Knowingly, yes. Using false intelligence. Woo, baby. Think Hillary Clinton. Fake dossier, guys.
What did he say yesterday?
Oh, yes. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it?
He literally said it
it's
now.
So, yeah,
right?
Yeah. Yep.
Now we have it to go back to. He said it.
All right. He said it. There it is. Word by word, guys. So he came back after. Dude, can you see? It talks about James Comey. There's your James Comey. Oh no, this is the other one. And there it says,
look, and this is before he went on, right? This is because what time was this at? 9 o'clock?
17. Yeah,
and this was at 17. Yeah.
Yeah. So there it is. Think Hillary Clinton paid for the fake dossier, right? Fake Hillary Clinton, Christopher Steele dossier that was used on me. FISA, guys. DOJ and FBI think Steele, guys. Mm-hmm. Intel
And the fakes
collections.
are all in capital.
Yes. Yep. Authenticate. Wiseman. Special approval, guys. They went out of their way to make sure to get a FISA, because before FISA they were using Five Eyes, but that wouldn't fly anymore when you have an elected president, right? You gotta go legal, right? Quote unquote. So so they had to fabricate some kind of proof, you know. And then they had to report back every so often, like every 3 months, I guess, every 2 months. Go back to the FISA court and say, okay, guys, so what do you find with your special approval, listening in, and umbrella surveillance? They couldn't show anything, right? So then they have to get somebody else. Okay, Comey, we need you, buddy, right? Like first it was Obama, right, signing off. Then it's okay, we need somebody else. Let's take somebody from the FBI. You know, you go to the FISA court, steal dossier, get a warrant. Okay, now, so James Comey, the director of the FBI, wants to have a FISA. Okay, let's give it. Let's wait until what he can find. Where there is smoke, there is fire, right? So they released some kind of news article and pointed to that, like, hey, we got some, Russia with Trump, so we gotta make sure. And they could have come back with anything, right? So then they gotta find somebody else, right? Like Rosenstein or somebody else, or Biden, right, to sign off on a new FISA warrant. And this is how they would rinse and repeat. But again, guys, FISA works both ways. So just wait.
And like you were talking about, right? Like when they were with Sessions, right?
Yeah.
Except this time he's not fighting with the AG. Right? This time he's got her back.
Yeah.
And this time, who does the D class? Right?
Yes.
Who can unseal stuff? The AG. Right? So, man, with all that right there, that is just amazing.
Yes. And there it says, guys, never interfere with an enemy while he's in the process of destroying himself. So they're just piling it on and piling it on and piling it on until the enemy is just buckling and buckling and buckling. So it's a beautiful time to be alive, guys. How Trump is going into the commercials and out of the commercials. This is 8:16 Central. That is 9:16 Eastern, right? We always look at Eastern. Let me see, 21:16. Man, this is good. Okay, sorry, 9:16. All right. Oh, all right. For a specific reason, not mentioned a single time, saving Israel for last. Okay, guys. Let's continue with Donald J. Trump.
We're really busy, and doing a great job. We have other countries wanting to do business with us so badly. They never appreciated it. Now they do. They took advantage of our country on trade, on the military, on NATO. You saw I solved the NATO problem last week, and we had every country is now paying substantially more money, like from 2% to 5%, and they weren't paying the 2, but they're paying the 5, and it's over $1 trillion a year. And we have a big voice in NATO now. We had really not much of a voice. With Biden, you had no voice at all. He didn't know where he was. Yeah. And so we're doing well. The trade thing is going to be very big. And we're sending out letters as we speak. They literally just started going out. And I signed the letters. And it's basically telling countries that we are going to give you the privilege to shop and work in our country. And I think it's very good. And in some cases, we'll make deals.
Interesting, guys. We will make deals. What is FISA about to be declassed? And there it is. when you know that true evidence is about to come to light, guys. I like the timestamp.
Make a direct deal as opposed to a letter. And we've already made some of them with various countries. But it's a tremendous amount of money to this country. It's really incredible. The potential of this country is incredible. It's been run very foolishly. It's been run stupidly, so stupidly. And some of the countries are very upset now because they've been taking advantage of us for 30, 40 years. And I had it stopped.
There it is, guys. Okay, guys, we have arrived. There is that drop again. I swear, Trump is killing me here. He keeps putting out clues that he already talked to Kim, like I told you, right? You are learning how many coincidences before mathematically impossible. Just wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. And he's mentioning 3040. Let's see what 3040 is saying.
And I had it stopped. Let's just say that.
Ah, yes. Well done. Boom.
Dun, dun,
Whoa!
dun.
I knew. Yes, this is a good one. Now,
They took advantage
that
of
the Russia
us.
collusion is a proven lie. When do the trials for treason begin? Right. Promises made, promises soon to be kept. Has POTUS, there it is, guys. Has POTUS made statements or assertions that did not end up being proven correct? Right? Change that we can believe in. When they go low, we go high. Let freedom ring. I like it, Trump. I like it.
Man,
Dude.
they took advantage of us. And I stopped it.
3/12/19, 1748, huh? On the nose, man. 1748. 1748. 48. Ooh. Divided for decades. Okay. Sometimes you need a protest in order to heal. We will heal and be stronger than ever before. Talking about Boston. Our country will soon come together. Listen very carefully. Okay, something big is about to drop.
Oh, yeah, with the
1748.
POTUS legal in view. Did you see that?
Yep.
POTUS
Boom.
legal in review. Huber.
Yes. Boom. Listen carefully. We are listening carefully, Trump. What a beautiful crow, man. So, dude, wait a minute. So, again, like we showed you, what I wanted to show you is that right over here. Yeah. Boom, right?
Boom.
There it is. Yes. So, the day before Independence Day, Trump was coming out and talking to the public at 8:19, bringing us to that drop. Wait until you learn who has been talking to you here, right? And then the day after Independence Day, Dan Scavino comes out with a drop that is answering to that drop that we were reading at the rally, right? Wait until you learn who has been talking to you here, right? Now Trump is doing his speech. And at 9:18, he's mentioning 3040. I stopped it.
It's really incredible. The potential of this country is incredible. It's been run very foolishly. It's been run stupidly, so stupidly.
Boom. 9:18 Eastern Standard Time, guys. If you guys see 9:18, there it is, guys. And then he's saying.
And some of the countries are very upset now because they've been taking advantage of us for 30, 40 years.
Boom. 3040 is bringing you to that infamous drop, guys. What have we seen in the timestamps before? We were talking about FISA. We were talking about Russia. We were talking about the Steele dossier. We were showing you all the crumbs, the timestamps, the spaces, the misspellings, pointing to FISA D-class. There is your transparency. And what will transparency bring you? the accountability, right? And that is what you have right over here. This is your accountability, guys. Locked up. Now that the Russian collusion is a proven lie, when do the trials for treason begin? Promises made, promises soon to be kept. Wow, guys. Change we can believe in, guys. Let freedom ring. Independence Day, guys. Let freedom ring. 30-40. Boom. Okay, guys. This Grasshopper is going to kill me. But again, I hope you guys are following this. Drop a 17 if you do. Trump, we love you.
And I had it stopped. I was stopping in the process, and then we had the COVID in the last part of my administration. But we had the strongest economy in the history of our country. And this is going to be better. I predict this is going to be better. The money coming in, the tariffs coming in, hundreds of billions of dollars are coming in. They're pouring in.
Well, you know, you talk about all the money coming into the country, how big, you know, the tariffs will be and leveling the playing field. You asked to have the one big beautiful bill on your desk to sign on July 4th. You got it on America's birthday. The question I think a lot of people have is, when will they actually start to see the positive impact from the one big beautiful bill in their lives? The tax cuts, all of the big things that we could see from that.
They're already seeing them, and we are getting investment because of that bill. We're having investment made in this country that nobody's ever believed. We're up to close to $15 trillion. Other administrations they wouldn't do that in 4 years. $15 trillion, and we did it.
Yeah, so beautiful that they were talking about the big, beautiful bill dropping on Independence Day. You know, on his birthday, right? What was it again? Was it his birthday or Independence Day? I think, the 250th anniversary of America, right? So that was Independence Day. So how beautiful that is coming together with 2119, right? So the time is 2119, big beautiful bill, Independence Day, the 250th anniversary of America. And there it is, guys, 2119, that drop that we love to read. There was a time when our children stood at attention and put their hands on their heart and in one united voice recited the Pledge of Allegiance. There was a time when strength and honor meant something. And there was a time when standing for our flag meant something. There was a time when our history and heritage was taught with pride and respect. And there was a time when respect was given to those who served, bled and died to protect and defend our God-given freedom. There was a time when we were grateful. And there was a time when these United States of America, one nation under God, was united. There was a time when these United States of America, one nation under God, was united under one flag. There was a time when we the people decided our future. And there was a time when we the people had a voice. There was a time when we the people were united and strong. I pledge the allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's time that we the people reclaim what is rightfully ours. May God bless America and all those who defend and protect her against all enemies, foreign and domestic. We stand together as patriots. Where we go one, we go all. Home of the brave. Q+, Donald J. Trump. Man, what a synchronicity, guys. 15, let's see. More good and bad, the worst than warlocks. There you go. You know, we will not allow another satanic POS to control our country. You know, they were all Soros, Clintons, Obama, and Putin, controlled by three families. The fourth was removed after Trump's victory. 11.3, 11.6. Okay. They never thought they were going to lose. Okay, a deep cleaning is occurring, and the prevention and defense of pure evil is occurring on a daily basis. So the corruption that will come out is so serious. Okay, guys, and it's going to be cleaned up. Okay, so I like the succession with the 15 trillion at 2119, where he talks about the big, beautiful bill going into effect that dropped on the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. the Pledge of Allegiance, guys. We love it.
And I mean, that was a number from a couple of months ago, and now it's substantially higher than that. We're having car companies come in and build their plants here, which they wouldn't have even thought about. They would have never done it. We have AI, which is the big hot thing, and they're spending trillions of dollars in this country. They wouldn't have done that without what we just did last week. And, you know, I tell Republicans, you have to speak positively about it. Like when I have a chance with you and your show is doing so well, your ratings are so good, what's going on?
Better after this.
Congratulations. That's really a great success. So I say to people, Republicans or anybody, explain the bill because it's so big and so good. Because the Democrats, they only do one thing good, and that's complain. And they say it's going to cause death and this and that. They don't mean it's a soundbite. Somebody gave them a soundbite. It's going to cause death. Not going to cause death. It's going to keep people alive.
Freedom.
And it's going to make our country successful and really successful. So I always say you have to explain because they have soundbites like Russia, Russia, Russia was a soundbite. They make up a soundbite and they send it to the fake news and they send it all over the place. So we have to fight back and we have to live by our wits. And it's unbelievable. It's the most incredible bill, one of the most incredible bills ever passed, and it's the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest bill of its kind ever passed, and we have to talk about it. When you think about no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime, a big tax cut in addition to that, plus we're saving the tax cut that we made years ago, which is big. It expired in another couple of months. It would have expired. They would have had a 68% tax increase, and now they have a tax cut. And you have to explain that to people because, you know, the public, they're driving a cab, they're working as a lawyer, accountant, or a teacher, or doing any one of a million different things. They're not into it like we are. You have to explain it. So every chance you get, because what they do is they set a phony, you know, they're fake. The Democrats are fake. They're part of the fake news. And the fake news will take it and they'll go with it. Because I have learned so much about the news. I so admire honest reporting. There's not that much of it, though. We really don't have that much. And
Hannity is a
I think
patriot.
to make America great again, you need at
Sarah
least,
Carter
we have to get a
and
bigger
Hannity,
percentage
guys.
than we have. And nobody understands why. Why would somebody make up stories to make Biden look good when the man was grossly incompetent? What good does it do? I mean, other than lose credibility. You know, they're down at the lowest number for credibility that they've ever had. They're way below Congress, which is very interesting. And I think Congress came a long way recently because we have people like Mike Johnson. He's been incredible. John Thune's been incredible. All of the people under them in, you know, the Senate and the House. I've gotten to know them really well and maybe better than ever because of this. This was almost an impossible thing to get approved because, remember, you didn't have one Democrat vote, even though these are the biggest tax cuts in history, even though all of the things, it's going to bring jobs, it's going to bring everything. We didn't have one Democrat vote because they said don't vote. And the one thing they do well is they stay together. You're reading stories now that a lot of them wanted to vote for it, but they couldn't. They couldn't do it. I read one this morning about a certain Democrat from a certain location in New York who wanted to vote so badly for it. He said, this is going to kill our career if we don't vote. And he really didn't vote because they really do control that. It's pretty incredible. And they stick together. I admire that, the stick-to-itiveness, but at the same time, I would say there's got to be something where when you're doing something good for the country. So we had to get all, because we have the majority by just a little bit, we had to get every single vote. And I guess it was 218 to 2. Think of that, 218 to 2. You just don't do that. It's almost impossible, and we got it done. And the reason we got it done because it's so
Yes.
big. And remember,
Yes.
He said 21-8-2. Go back just a little. You can get it in the screen probably.
every single vote. And I guess it was 218 to 2.
Boom. There it is.
Nice
This-
pause. Yeah.
All right.
2182.
The pause. 2182. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
It's kind of impossible to get.
Okay. So attempts to deceive the artists and annals will fail, guys. Stay strong, stay together. Like he's talking about, you gotta stick together. The only thing the Democrats are doing good is they stick together like a gang and they complain, right? And like the drop is saying, stay strong by staying together. This is why they want you divided. This is why they want you to say, like, be for this person, trust this person, and do not trust the other person, right? Like they want to, divide the movement up in all these different dominations. Trust the plan. It's really simple, guys. Okay, so 2182. Let's have a look, guys. Let me see. Drum roll, please. 2182. Boom. Okay. 1 year delta.
And he goes on to say that it's kind of impossible to get. Watch.
Okay, wait a minute. Sunday mornings feature Mater Bromo. Mandatory watching if you want to understand the massive governmental corruption and the Russia hoax. It will be rebroadcasted this evening at 6 p.m. on Fox Business. A must see. What is this drop talking about? Okay, no evidence of collusion prior to Mueller appointments. The House of Cards. I do solemnly swear. Okay, so this is okay.
Oh, I'm talking about the Democrat.
Yeah,
the Democrat congressman.
Yes, a person that commits treason by betraying his or her country. Renegade, the code name of Hussein. Okay. Huh.
You see, 3 Democrat congressmen, and he's talking about the Democrats, right?
Yep. Yes, there it is. Democrats. Yes. The Iranian president Hassan Rouhani. Okay.
Follow the money.
Okay, guys. I like these drops, man. So Trump was hitting a 1 hour delta, I guess. Okay. What is it?
No, 1 minute.
1 minute and 6 seconds. What is it?
Yeah, 1 minute, 6 seconds.
1 minute and 6 seconds. Yes. I see. Interesting. And it will become even more apparent going forward. Yes. So again, he's talking about the Russia hoax back in 2018, right? And now look about what he is saying about, the whole Russia hoax and all the things. It keeps piling on, right? It's ridiculous. The 51, intelligence agents, right? It keeps piling up. The craziness with how they're going out of their way, to go after Trump. It's not just the Russia hoax. It's not just Five Eyes. It's not just the impeachment 1 and 2. It's not just the whole New York trial against Trump, right? They arrested him and all these things. The raid of Mar-a-Lago. It's not just that. It's all those things together, guys. The media lying, showing you Biden in the Oval Office while everybody knows the man is gone, right? It keeps on coming. Ridiculous. They lost all credibility, guys. Well done, Lance. Let's continue.
Think of that, 218 to 2. You just don't do that. It's almost impossible. We got it
It's
done.
almost impossible.
And the reason we got it done because it's so good. And
but we got it
this,
done.
Democrats wanted to vote for it, most of them, many of them, because it's all good stuff. I mean, it's all lower taxes and incentives and this, that, so many
Oh,
good
dude,
things.
have you looked at the mirror? So what was the drop again? 2182, right?
Yeah.
There it is. 2182. Now look at 2812. Think of that. Going back in order to go forward, right? So 2812. Look at this. 2182.
We are cute.
2812. Boom. We are cute. Think of that. Beautiful, guys. Boom.
Shout out.
2016. 2024. Beautiful.
Shout out to sunglasses
What?
in the chat.
Sunglasses. What's up, man? Wear those shades.
Look at the mirror. 2812.
Did he? Okay,
Yep.
awesome. Okay.
Yeah, if you scroll up just a little more. Oh, you were just there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, there it
in
is.
the middle.
Sunglasses. Well done. We are you guys. What a time to be alive. Trump, you are amazing. It's not just the Delta guys going into the whole Russia thing, which is happening right now. And we showed you, right, that Q was saying later on, it will be really, where is it again? Oh, shit. I don't know where it is. But again, let me just show you. This one. 2182. Like he was saying, it will become even more apparent going forward, right? And that's happening right now. With Trump back in and the American people wide awake of the three-letter agencies, all the shenanigans, the fake news media, they're not having it anymore, right? Man, because what do they fear most? An informed and free-thinking public. Well, informed you are, free-thinking, I guess so, right? But man, this is their nightmare. What's happening now is their nightmare, guys. Wow. Hence, panic in DC. Birdman 74, we love you. Let's continue, guys.
118-2. You just don't do that. It's almost impossible, and we got it done. And the reason we got it done because it's so good. And remember
It's
this,
so good,
the Democrats
guys.
wanted to vote for it, most of them, many of them, because it's all good stuff. I mean, it's all lower taxes and incentives.
Good stuff.
Good things. Great on energy, stopping the EV mandate, which, hurts.
Shout out to Elon.
Yeah, it's too bad. But I told him long before he endorsed me, I said, you'll never be with me because I'm going to stop the mandate. Because the mandate said everybody has to have an electric car within a few years. And I said, that's not going to happen because not everybody wants an electric car. He said, you know what, as long as I'm on the same footing as everybody else. I thought it was a great statement, but it turned out not to be so because he was very upset about it.
But you got it done.
Okay, guys, going into the commercials at what time? 9:24, going into the commercials. The weapon against, find the loudest voices. They thought the sheep would follow the stars. 21:24. Let me see, guys. Going into the commercials. Okay. Stay strong. Stay together. Okay. Attempts to deceive artists and anons will fail. Okay, so let's see when Trump is coming back.
He was very upset about it.
But you got it done. Remember President Trump.
President Trump is escalating his trade. Says the new U.S. trade is acquired.
Okay, we're going.
37th President
There's
Donald
back.
J. Trump. But before he was a president, he was, of course, a business titan. But he's also a father. And as a father, he watched, as many of us did, in horror as the flash flooding unfolded in Texas. I asked him about the tragedy and about how his own family has shaped his path to the presidency. There's been this
So he's coming back at 9:31. 9:31. 9:31. So that is 7 minutes, huh? Yeah, 7 minutes later. Okay. 9:31. 9:31, guys. Okay, enough is enough. Tend to comply. Choice is yours. Another Q plus drop. So Trump is coming back after the commercials with another Q plus. I like it. Then 21:31. Okay, a 0 delta. Okay. Okay, there is that drop again. The storms in the Atlantic are very dangerous. Okay. There's that drop, guys. On request of Anos, guys. He's coming back That is insane, guys, because that is that drop that we had right over here. Oh yeah, right over here, guys. On the POTUS provided you with a very special greeting. Did you catch it? Right? There's the storms in the Atlantic at 21:43. This is the drop, how it all began. Zero Delta, on the request of Anons. Later on in the drops, you can see the Anons talking amongst each other. And Q is saying, okay, guys, wait a minute. This is in Central Time. This is in different time zone. Please get a graphic that got, you know, all EST so we can actually see the time that you were requesting it. The time that the Q team was posting and the exact EST time when Trump dropped on Twitter, right? Get it all in the same time zone. And there it is, guys. But this drop is the beginning of it. Huh. Interesting. Zero Delta, guys. Zero Delta on the request of Anons. POTUS hasn't posted yet today. How about a nice Zero Delta to encourage Anons? And Q was saying, hey, guys, there's your Zero Delta. And indeed, guys, Anons were saying, huh? Oh, yeah, dude, we just asked about this. And there is the tweet, guys. We are with you. Interesting, right? Interesting. Okay. Okay. So Trump is coming back. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Let's see, 7. Okay. Why wasn't Hillary Clinton prosecuted for her emails? Because Obama ultimately okayed it by using non-government emails and also having an alias, which, you know, so they were going outside of their government emails, you know, to communicate together. A big, big no-no. Therefore, indicting Hillary Clinton would lead to indicting Obama and his cabinet. Like you were saying, FISA in full will bring down the House, the Obama White House. But back then, that could not happen, you know. But, you know, first we had to go through 16 till 20, then the steal, get America behind the America First agenda, you know, show them the corruption by the Q drops, by what Trump was saying, by what they were seeing between 2020, or actually 2016 and 2024. And that they used to vote him back in and said, Trump, you got to change this. And now this can happen, guys. Now Trump is coming out with all those, you know, the whole FISA court, the dossier, gained spying warrant, you know, Comey and Brennan. Bye-bye, Johnny, right? Dude, with the misspellings and everything, guys. Look at this. Launched. Nothing can stop what is coming. How do you show the public the truth? How do you safeguard U.S. elections after Trump? How do you remove foreign interference and corruption and install U.S.-owned voter ID laws and other safeguards? It had to be this way. Sometimes you must walk through the darkness before you see the light. And Trump is showing his face in the reflection with all the characters that he's using. 1,564 characters bring you to one of those beautiful Q proofs, as this one is a major Q proof, right? You know, the Zero Delta on the request of the Anons, guys. Man. What a man. What a man. What a mighty good man, right? Donald J. Trump, God bless you. Wow. Okay, guys, let's continue.
Station down in Texas, and you've said that from the perspective of the federal government, every resource will be available to Texas.
Yeah.
There's been so much heartbreak, though. What is your message to the people who are suffering down there, to the parents of the young girls at the camp who were killed? What do you want to say as their president?
Well, there can be nothing worse, losing a child to start off with. And the way this happened, there was very early warning. They warned a day before. They warned even 2 days before. They warned 4 hours before. Maybe they should have had bells.
Wait a minute.
Early warning. They warned a day before. They warned even 2 days before. They warned 4 hours before.
Okay. a day before, 2 days before. So 1, 2, 4. Let me see. 1, 2, 4. Okay, there's your pluses again.
Maybe they should have had bells or something go off. But it's pretty dangerous territory when you think of...
Dude. And this is talking about the storm, guys. Right? The 0 delta on the storm. He came back at 21:31, the 0 delta, with that tweet, the storms. Heed the warning. Prepare yourself and heed the warning of state and local officials. We are ready to assist. We are with you. He talks about Texas. Maybe, they warned about this. The storms are very dangerous.
Dangerous territory.
Boom. How many years before was this? This was 2018. He says 2, 1, and 4. Well, actually, he says 2 days. A day before. That actually was 2 days and 4 hours. 2 and 4 equals 6. And this is a 6-year delta, right? 2018.
7 year.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 7 year.
I do that all the time.
Okay, sorry. 7 years. So he says 1 day, 2 days, 4 hours. That is the 7.
That's a 7.
The time before, the day before this happened.
So
there was very early warning. They warned a day before.
A day before, that's 1 day.
They warned even 2 days before.
There's your 3. So 1 day and 2 days is 3, and then 4 hours.
They warned 4 hours before.
Boom, there's your 4 hours. That adds up to 7, the 7-year delta of heeding the warning of the storms. We are with you. The 0 delta when Trump came back after the commercials at 21:31. 21:31 on the request of analysts, guys. Boom. Man, what is this drop? I guess it's deleted. Okay. And Vandersteel. Okay.
Maybe share with the audience that has been...
Okay. We love you, Ann. Okay, let's continue.
Before. Maybe they should have had bells or something go off. But it's pretty dangerous territory.
Boom, dangerous. There it is, guys. Heed the warning.
Territory.
Are very dangerous, guys. Heed the warning. We are with you and ready to assist. Interesting.
Think of all the times that they've had this problem. They were given a lot of warning, but it was late at night and people...
There it is, guys. Heed the warning. The dangerous, heed the warning. Wow.
Were sleeping. Some people heard the warning and they got out. They were able to get to higher land, but boy, when you hear this wave that was up to 30 feet high just came roaring through that valley, it's just a very sad thing. And I look at the parents, they're like devastated. They're devastated. And they still think there's hope and this and that, but boy, there's nothing tougher than that. Tragedy. You see so much of it when you're president. You see so many things happen, so sad, and you take it differently because you're in charge of a country, and you want nothing bad to happen. And that's not the way life goes, unfortunately. But so sad to see this one in particular because so many young, beautiful young kids, mostly girls, they were just killed, and counselors were killed. One of them was a powerful guy, and, compared to the power of nature.
The sugar be great.
Nobody's powerful. Really, nobody's powerful. But we're working with Texas. We're working with a great governor. Greg Abbott's doing a great job. Christie is doing incredibly. And they were there right away, immediately, and we gave them all the money, all the help that they can possibly use.
Goldman Sachs.
But, you can't say things will be great because to have that kind of death is so sad to see.
There it is, guys.
How important has family been to you? And I mean, I'm going to say the last 10 years in all of this.
Well, like your husband is great. I mean, he's great. Whether he was my son or whether he was an executive, you can't hire anybody like him. He's so good, and he runs the business. And Don helps run the business. And Ivanka is doing a lot of things. She's an amazing person, and she's a little bit involved, a little bit. You know, when they want words of wisdom or whatever, she's you know, she did a very good job here. All she wanted is she could have had any job. She said, no, Daddy, I really, and she got hundreds of thousands of jobs for people. She'd go around, worked hard, never got credit for it, but she'd go out and she'd go to Walmart, she'd go to Exxon Mobil, she'd go to all these big companies, and she'd get people jobs by the thousands. So he'd get, you know, just added up to, I mean, I could tell you what the number is, but I don't want to say because nobody would believe it. But she worked hard and so competent, and she did a great job. Never, if I were a Democrat, she would have been a legend. You all would have been legends, but I think you're legends anyway, if you think about it. You wouldn't be doing any better. No, it's somehow there's a different mindset. But the kids have been amazing. I have really, really good kids.
Well, you seem to have a knack for putting people around you who are successful and make you even more successful. I think this has been sort of a trait of yours your entire life. If you go back to the Trump organization, you gave people opportunities that maybe they would never have taken themselves.
Buckle up, Buttercups. It's about to get bumpy.
In people that they don't even see in themselves as well.
Especially women.
You did it for me.
Well,
I would say that for me as well. But
a lot of women.
Your cabinet is comprised of so many incredible people, and people that even a year ago, so many would never have imagined, like RFK Jr., who a year ago was running for president as a Democrat. Why do you think you have this ability? And I feel like it has really been to your benefit. Look at this incredible cabinet you've put together. They're all people who are working to make America great again.
They've been incredible, actually. The cabinet's been incredible. And I had a lot of good people in my first term. But again, I came here. I had never done it before. And I'm picking people that I never heard of. And I'm taking recommendations of, you know, people that were sort of stupid people, like a John Bolton. He's a stupid guy. Or Jesper, who was terrible. I mean, he was terrible. But I took some recommendation, but overall I got it right. I mean, we rebuilt our military. We did so many great things. But I now know.
How do you know, dude? I now know, guys. At 2136, how do you know when something very big is about to drop? You know, ready the memes, attacks increase from all directions, fights of corruption. You have more than you know. Keep up the good fight. We stand together. Beautiful, guys.
Battle stations at the ready.
Oh, yes. So 936, huh? 936. What's up, Durf?
Is it because you said, huh?
I don't know. Yeah, I heard something.
Oh, no. I was muted.
Thought you were okay.
Nope, that was me.
You did say something, but again, I might be wrong. Oh, okay, guys, let's continue.
Well, I know better than anybody. You know, I spent 4 years with. Sometimes you hit and miss, and sometimes you don't. But we had great people the first time. But we have really good people this time, and they get along with each other.
Some of our fears.
They love each other. They love the country, and it's smoother. I think it's smoother. You know, we did. A lot of people thought my first term was phenomenal. I did. I thought, you know, we got the largest tax cut in history, the biggest tax cut in history, the biggest regulation cuts in history by 4 times. Nobody even came close. We rebuilt our military. They gave some of it away to Afghanistan in one of the most embarrassing moments ever. But, you know, we terminated ISIS. ISIS was 100% gone and terminated. They started making a little bit of a comeback since Biden got in, as you know, but they were gone. And
guys.
But now we're doing things that maybe are on even a different level. Now it's been, especially this last couple of weeks, has been pretty amazing.
Some people have called you the bodyguard of Western civilization.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that title?
Well, I understand what they mean. It was going bad. We were going bad. This country was going bad. A lot of people were talking to China and others about getting involved.
Interesting, guys. He's talking about China and others. Did she say something about the world? Yeah, the bodyguard.
Bodyguard of Western civilization.
There it is, guys. The bodyguard of Western civilization at 9:37, guys. 9:37. Glimpse. You cannot possibly imagine the size of this. Trust the plan. Trust that there are more good and bad. The world is helping Western civilization, right? We are not alone. We are all connected in this fight. Patriots unite. We are winning big. Watch the speech. God bless. I like it, man. Trump is hitting it out of the park. I tried to line it up. 739.
Yes, sir.
739. The man in the mirror. 739. Okay. Yes. Connected to the yeah, there it is. Connected to the rest of the world. Yes. Absolutely. We share the idea of open source, but value life and must make decisions. Based decision on outcome and containability, right? Yes. Let me keep it there because I don't want to. Yes.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that title?
Well, I understand what they mean. It was going bad. We were going bad. This country was going bad. A lot of people were talking to China and others about getting involved because we were a dead country. We were gone. In the minds of many, I tell you, in my mind, one of the reasons I ran, I saw what was happening very early on. When I saw people pouring across our border, I said, no, put up that little, it would have taken three weeks to put up little sections of wall that we laid out because of legal
and there's
reasons,
your storm again.
condemnation reasons, different things. And because we wanted to bring our equipment back in through the wall, because we built hundreds of miles. And I said, why aren't they filling that in? It would have just been, that would have been complete. In fact, I added a lot more. I built a lot more than I said I was going to build. I made it much longer.
Battle stations.
But I said, they want to have open borders. That was the first time I realized it. I didn't think it would be possible for anybody to want open borders because, who would want open borders? And open borders where people come in totally unvetted and unchecked, totally, just walk right in, walk right through. And some of the people, I know I want to be politically correct, but some of these people, you can look at them and you can say, these people are trouble. This is a rough group of people. And we're right now getting them out. And you know what? ICE and Border Patrol, Tom Holman, Christie's been amazing. Tom has been amazing. Tom was one of my first people that I put in. I said, you got to just do the border. He didn't want to do anything else. He just wanted to, because that's what he wants to do. But you have a big deal with lots of other things there. And I said, who'd be the best to head it up? Homeland Security. And he said, I'd like Christie Noem. And I said, that's great. Now, I knew her very well, but I didn't know her that way. She was a great governor, South Dakota. Really did a good job. But
here's Q saying, okay, Anos, get your SHIT together, right? Graphic is showing 2 time zones. Come on, man. Update request. This is a 0 Delta. Make it right, guys. Don't go Central Pacific Mountain. Go EST. Make it in the same time zone and show the 0 Delta between the Q drops and that really important tweet. The storms in the Atlantic are very dangerous. Heat warnings. We're closely monitoring and ready to assist. We are with you again. So there was some kind of confusion because, 1235 and 1435, but that was the difference between, Central, EST and whatever, man. Mountain time, I guess. Yeah. But anyhow, guys, let's continue. So again, guys, work with EST, guys. Don't make Q come back and correct you.
Great. And every one of I can't think of one who hasn't been at least very good. You know, they've all been terrific, and it's been really good. But I think we get a lot of credit on the border because last month we had 0 people come into our country. We had people come in, but they had to
there's
come
your
in.
0 Delta, guys. Right?
Yep.
We had 0. How did he say that?
We had 0 people come.
How
But
much?
I think we get a lot of credit on the border because last month we had 0 people come in.
Boom, guys. We got, how about a nice 0 Delta, right? To encourage animals.
Oh, man.
I love it. You know? Woo, baby. No potent sweet today yet. But Q, how about a nice 0 Delta to encourage animals? Boom. 0 people.
Hold your tits, grasshopper.
Yeah. I hear a little grass crying in the back, so I have to run. I have to continue. But man, Trump, we love you. Let me send Miss Grasshopper a text and I'll be with her within 10 minutes. Let me see. What is this? 29? Yeah.
Into our country. We had people
Love
come
you
in,
guys.
but they had to come in legally. They come in through a process. We want people to come in. We need people because we have a booming business climate now, and the farmers need people, and hotels need people, etc. But coming in illegally, we had 0. Now, even I'm not sure that I can believe that number. You know, you're talking about hundreds of thousands, millions of people came in through Biden, and they say 0. But
Boom.
And the people that do the list tend to be a very liberal group.
Okay. Okay. He's saying the 0 again at 940. So let me see what 940 is.
But they say 0.
Yeah, but they say 0. 940. Boom. Okay. 2140. Come on, baby. There it is, guys. The 0.
There it is.
Woo, baby! Oh my God, this is good.
Of thousands, millions of people came in through Biden, and they say 0.
Boom, they say 0. What? 940 EST, aka 2140 Eastern Standard Time. Boom, 2140 0 Delta. What do we have here? 0. They say 0. How about a nice 0 Delta to encourage add-ons on request of the Q team? Posted at 1747. God bless you. 0 Delta. 10-second variance. Add-ons gets all. 2 devices used. 1 carried. Pushed exactly at the same time. 10-second variance. Device lag or feeder side delay. But request fulfilled, guys. Boom. Trump, we love you. Let's continue, guys. I gotta run.
I did not know we didn't have the clock, dang it, but I just put it up.
Very liberal group.
Nice
I will
one,
tell
man.
you, I've been there a long time. And I said, I'll accept it. But it was close to that number. I'll tell you what, they said 0, and I'm going to take it, but it's hard to believe that it's 0.
Did you hear that?
What?
You know what that Delta says, right? You guys would argue over a 10-second Delta, and did you hear what he said?
Okay, let's see.
Long time. And I said, I'll accept it. But it was close to that number. I'll tell you what, they said 0, and I'm going to take it, but it's hard to believe that it's 0. We're talking about hundreds of miles of border. We've done a great job. And the problem with doing a great job that fast is people forget.
So they were arguing it, right? Yes. Yeah.
Well, and you said
Interesting.
close to that number.
Yes. 10 seconds, guys. Well done. Well done, guys. Okay, at last, this is one to clip up, man. You know, this is you gotta do this one.
I already
you gotta do this one last. This is a good one.
This is definitely getting one.
Woo! Okay, guys, Trump, we love you on this beautiful anniversary. Thank God you are alive. Man, what a fun president you are. And also, man, he's taking all these slings and arrows. You know, there's nobody that can do what Trump is doing. Man, hats it to you, my, best president ever.
Forget, last time I did a great job. We had a border problem, nothing like it was this time. But we had a border problem, and I solved it in about 4 weeks.
Wow.
And I'd make speeches and talk about the border, and my people would say, sir, you shouldn't even waste your time. Nobody wants to hear about the border. Now it's starting to be again. You don't hear about the border anymore. We did numbers that were unbelievable, and I almost can't talk about it because nobody wants to hear it. But it was a big problem. But we do have a different problem. We have to get the people out that came in that are really bad, because we have some bad people.
Oh yeah, Antifa.
Just to wrap up here, you're talking about people not remembering. I don't think anyone will ever forget President Donald J. Trump.
No, absolutely.
But when history looks back on this time in our country, when history looks back on you, how would you like to be remembered?
A good person, but a person that saved our country. I really believed our country was going down for the fall. I don't know if it ever could have come back. It was very close to the edge. And I really would like to be known as the man that saved our country.
Boom.
Well, I think you've started off on the right track there.
So far.
Well, Mr. President, thank you for sitting down with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay,
very
guys.
much, Lara. Thank you.
Okay, guys. On this note, I gotta run. 9:41 Eastern Standard, right? Let me see. 9:41. Okay. The enemy of the people, guys. Let me see. Let me do the dig music. Let's see what's going on here.
It was quite an honor to sit down at the White House.
Okay, so the complete length of this video is 41 minutes 07. So let's have a little look at 41:07. Okay. Let me see. I'm getting text messages, guys. 1 second. Okay, I gotta run. Okay, guys. So let me give the final words to our beloved Lance on this epic quest.
Well, POTUS, thank you for
Yes.
those epic 0 comms and a bunch of comms in that, right? The storm, all like that's why we do and decode these, right? Because you never know unless you're looking at the decodes and just so much fun. Thank you everyone for joining in today. I love you guys, and just watch your socials. We'll probably be live again next Sunday. So yeah, love you guys. Have a great week.
Yes, and yeah, so we'll be live, pretty shortly, guys. Like I told you last week, I'm going to be live on Monday. I'm not sure, but again, pay attention to our socials. Hit that bell of notifications so you get an alert when we go live. It will be like an hour ahead of time, maybe a day before, if I can sweet talk to a beautiful Miss Grasshopper. But again, guys, we got a lot on our plate with a little baby and a renovation, guys. Also, remember that Miss Grasshopper broke her foot, so, I gotta do everything, guys. So, again, let me give the final words to our beloved RQ Durfman.
Well, Grasshopper, first of all, thank you for doing this. You know what? I will say, right now, Trump is... at the FIFA World Cup in New Jersey.
All right.
And I just posted a link of Rapid Response 47 showing a short video where we see Trump, who is singing along the Star Spangled Banner. So guys, just go click on that. It's a nice little video with Melania looking absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
Those
it's almost like
glasses-
they're doing the sun gazing, right? Remember when they had the eclipse?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
It looks
Those
like
glasses.
that.
Yeah. This has been quite the anniversary. Oh, and speaking of anniversaries, I gotta say this. First, there's a couple of things I gotta say about anniversaries, guys. Trump, so glad you're still with us. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you to the team, not just Scavino, but everybody that's around him, everybody keeping him safe. I'm sure the kids have some things to do with that. So whoever, Barron especially, keep up the great work, guys. As far as anniversaries are concerned, Grasshopper, I would be remiss if we didn't mention a couple. Now, actually, wait. let me see, about 6 days ago. I do want to mention, because he does lurk every once in a while, Hunt, Kill, Eat. It was his birthday on July 7th. So a happy birthday to you. We also had someone very special on July 11th. We had Tiffany.
Oh, yes.
So, Tiffany, if you're listening, if you're looking, or if you're listening on the loop, we hope you had a beautiful birthday. Now, today is Deflustrated's birthday.
All right. Happy birthday, sister.
Happy birthday to you, Deflustrated.
Happy birthday,
And
sister.
we really, really appreciate everything that you're doing for us on the back channels, on the YouTube chats. Thank you so much. Jordy, thank you as well for helping her out on the YouTube chat. Also want to wish a happy birthday coming up on the 15th to Family Man 66 and to Real Iron Eagle. And then, guys, on the 16th, Grasshopper, do you know whose birthday it is? It's Untitled 82's birthday. We haven't, yeah, Untitled 82. Gotta admit, I haven't seen him in a while in the chat. But yeah, Untitled 82 has a birthday July 16th, 1982, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So a happy birthday to him if you're still listening. And Grasshopper, it's going to be your birthday too. So everybody in the chat, Lance, please join me in wishing Grasshopper a very happy birthday. First one as Papa Hopper. Daddy Hopper. So again,
you got the best president in the world.
Absolutely. So Tiffany, Deflustrated, happy birthday to both of you, and very big happy birthday to you, Grasshopper.
Absolutely, guys.
On that note, love you all. Trump, Scavino, even you, Elon, even though you're not releasing the Twitter files, you know. But, you know, what's that saying? You know, any advertisement or any press is good press, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, keep talking about the Epstein files. Do your thing. We love you all. Cash, Pompeo as well, Grassley, everybody in the chat, Angel Magic. We love you very much. White House Grandpa, Miss Penny Black, Too Complicated, Susie 1638, Sloopy Lou, Bonsai 214, Richard Roar. Again, we got some mango cake for you. It's up in the fridge. Roger Lee 15, Tammy Johnson 50 from North Carolina, Kim Stein, Janine, all you people that are just joining us recently, and you keep joining us. Thank you all. And like Lance said, keep your eyes out on our socials, and we'll let you know as soon as we can. And let me just
tell you this: we're going to go live on Tuesday, on my birthday. We're going to go live, guys. So,
oh, there you go.
We have to do that one, guys. So be there with us around 11. Is that okay with you guys, Lansdorf?
Hey, if that works for you, it works for me.
Yeah, no. Do you want 11? Do you want 10? You guys chat. What do you want?
Are we gonna hang out and listen to music? One of those shows?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what the team does. Let's. I don't know. We might want to end other shows if we're going to play music. I think we're going to play some music, but we want to broadcast everywhere. And once we start doing that, we will do a cut. Hang loose, you know. Okay, guys. So
and
I want to.
Quick shout out to the 1.7K watching on X.
All right. We love you guys.
1.7K.
Nice. We love you. Okay, guys. Durf, that's it, right?
Yes. That's it.
Okay, guys. So again, 17. We got that beautiful 17, guys. We love you. Everybody watching on Twitter, Rumble, YouTube, Pill.net, and everywhere else, guys. On your Rokus. And maybe sometimes even via Spotify. Once in a while, guys. But again, we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me go to Complicated. Let me see, guys. Where is it now? Did I lose it? Where the hell is it? Yeah, there it is. Sorry. So we want to give a shout out to Two Complicated sisters. Thank you so much for your epic support. Congratulations, Grass family, and welcome, little baby Grass. God bless you all. You get paid for Steve. We love you. Thank you so much for your epic support. What an honor to watch you and the worldwide family grow and thrive. You get paid for Steve. We love you. To Complicated, thank you so much for your epic support. Heather of PA, thank you so much for your brilliant support, sister. You are, your support goes a long way. Leslie, sister, we love you. Thank you so much. Superfly, Sally Skills, and Judith Benson. We love you all. Thank you so much for your epic support. See you guys on Tuesday. Grasshopper birthday, guys. It's going to be a party like you've never seen before. And again, guys, we're going to go back, renovate, take care of little Grass, take care of Miss Grasshopper, see if somewhere in between the feeding at nighttime, around 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, I make a few decodes because Miss Grasshopper is sleeping. I can finally do my thing. And yeah, guys, so this is the time where I make a few decodes, guys. But at daytime, I'm burning the candle on both ends, guys. But again, big shout out to Lance for hosting the OBS, brother. We love you. Again, subscribe to Lance and Durfman, to Miss Penny Black and Jordy M. Those guys are taking over, the serious stuff, right? Decoding, show you all the connections. Subscribe to Lance. He's got some epic videos, guys, that he put out there. We didn't have the time to go into it, but we might show you a lot of his stuff on Tuesday, guys. It's my birthday, so when I'm celebrating, Lance is celebrating, guys. So again, Lance, we love you. Go subscribe. I think their links are below this video on Rumble. And again, guys, God bless you all. Stick around till the end because we're going to shout each and every one out because you know that I love you. And again, guys, I see you on Tuesday on my birthday. Be there at what time is best? 11? 10? You tell me. And so I'll be paying attention. What do you guys want? Well, what you guys want. And again, White House Grandpa, God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us. I think White House is going to have a show today. So make sure to join him. He's got some epic music, a little taste of, or a big taste of what will be coming up on Tuesday, guys, when we start playing our own music, guys. So God bless you all. See you on Tuesday. Have a blessed continuation of this day of the Lord, this beautiful Sunday, and see you guys on Tuesday. God bless you all.
We're gonna hold the line.
Okay, guys, let's pull in the chat. Boom time. Yo, the Rememberer, we love you. Built by the Rabbit.
I will be a
SR,
president from disease,
Trust,
joblessness, and hopelessness.
Turnip, Trusty
Anger,
Turnip, Real
resentment,
News
and hatred.
Headquarters.
Extremism,
God bless you all.
lawlessness, violence,
Jordy M, Tippy Top.
bitterness, and
Let
fury.
me see YouTube.
No progress.
Jenna Lynn,
No
Morocco,
nation.
Mag,
Only a state of
Frustrated,
chaos.
Shaladi,
Don't piss
Stevie
down my
Bananas,
back and tell me it's raining.
Navigator, Ken Stein, Prince Paul Unicorn. Play some of your music on Tuesday. Will for you to see. RJ61, God Already Won, My Diets, Highlander, The Hind, Meligator 5, Jenna Franklin, On Side. We got him on time. Boom time. Too complicated. We love you. Play it again. God Already Won. The Year PW, Jordy M, Grisham Trickster, Alcareer, April Tom Q17. We love you. Angel Magic. We love you, sister. Outside, Richard Roar. Course 1921. Trucy, we love you. Nick York Hall. Matthias. Ragway Chungus. What else? we start cruising over to the 40,000 foot long ago. As we prepare to land, make sure your seats and folding trays are in their upright position. And don't forget to buckle up, guys, because you know it's going to get bumpy. Some little bird told me it was fun to stay at the YMCA. Turfman, you got this.
United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay. Be reporting at Elon.
Here we go. JDL 37. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Enjoy the chat, guys. In the rerun. Dangerous. I'm sounding their horns. Grammy ain't on. Yes, real live. Bessie Pages, we love you. Grammy ain't on. We love you, sister.
We love you. We will be back in some form.
Too many of us think it is impossible. Too many think it is unreal. But that is a dangerous, defeatist belief. It leads to the conclusion that we are gripped by forces we cannot control.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Prepare for the Storm Mega. Okay, guys. See you really, really soon. See you on Tuesday. What was it again, guys? 11 or 10? What's the verdict? Anyone?
Honestly, I don't
Probably
believe there
11.
was.
Okay, guys. So
Let's do
pay
11.
attention around 10, 11. Let's see, guys. Maybe 10, 17, 11, 17. Let's see, guys. I'm gonna put a tweet out really, really soon. Enjoy the rerun, guys. Bring a friend. Let everybody see what we're doing here, guys. We're using the tools that Q gave us, and man, what a show it was. We never know what's gonna come up, you know. And again, guys, our shows are only as good as the crumbs that the Q team is putting out there, and boy, are you spawning us. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Make America great again, and see you on Tuesday, July 16th, on Grasshopper's birthday. God bless you all. Bye-bye now. Let's take it away.